Attorney pulled out. I promise should mean something. No hit me, no small print. Unlike other lawyers, I promise not to take more money than you at the end of your case. It's the Paul Powell promise. You take it to the bank. Paul Powell. A lawyer, must be.
Huge announcement. Tubman Dodges just received a special allocation of new Dodges. The largest in Nevada. Get massive year-end discounts now on new Chargers. $27,999. Dodge Hornets. 0% for 72 months.
So it's Tubman Dodges. You gotta come off the look for a reason.
Did I?
Fucking door.
No. They can't get out now, you closed it.
You have to hit full throttle.
No, I don't. Turn the heat off, you're going out the door, because I'm calling the cops. Starting to get to the point now where things are starting to move again.
Bring back, please. It is day 6 of our 12 days of giving. And
Sound
today
like
we're
right
highlighting
back.
Samaritan's
I told
Purse
you
and
to come
Operation
back to
Christmas
me
Child.
and
The program gives millions of these shoe
I
boxes
recall
that
that.
fill
You're
homes with
abusing.
supplies and toys and much more to underprivileged children all across the world. Sissy
Gotta close the door so the air is circulating.
But you're here to talk about these shoe boxes. Tell us how to make them look good and who you can control. It's Christmas time, which is hard to believe that this is right around the corner. And there's so many children around my house who are never moving.
There you go.
And the Operation Christmas Shop is making it fun and easy way. And it's working. Moms and just everybody's busy this time of year. And we really don't need to go to the store one more time. And sometimes it's hard to find a way to get back with our kids and to refocus on the reason for Christmas. This is fun and it's easy, and you can do it right from your kitchen table with your kids. You teach your
Turn my
wife
light off.
about giving. You were just doing it on your phone. That's how easy it is. So you can still personalize it. It's at SamaritansFirst.org. You can go to the box online, and you can personalize it. So my daughter and I made this box around our kitchen table. She put a soccer ball, one of our most popular items you can play in a shoebox. There's ear accessories, a harmonica, all kinds of things you can pick, and then you can upload your own picture with the letter to personalize it. But the most important thing is, my dad frequently brings says, is prayer. That's what you can have in the box. It's the power of prayer. And we want these kids, it's not just about giving a gift, but we want them to know that God loves them. That God saves in Jesus Christ at Christmas. That's why we celebrate Christmas. Many people don't know why we celebrate Christmas. But Jesus Christ left heaven to come to earth on a rescue mission. That whoever believes in him shall not perish but have everlasting life. And that he gives us a peace that the world cannot give during this season. And that's what we want kids to know at Christmas when they receive a box. So, to have 12 million boxes this year. And that's 12 million opportunities for kids to hear that God loves them and has a purpose for their life.
That's amazing. And so you wrote a little personalized letter. Are you also packing in there the story of Jesus?
Yeah, so every kid that receives the box will hear the gospel when it's presented to them. But the most important is we just don't give a box and say Merry Christmas, see you later. We follow up. So every child has the opportunity to go through our 12-week discipleship program. It's like going to Sunday school. They get a 12-week lesson of Sunday school, and when that child graduates, they get their own Bible. And these are going into over 100 countries, hard-to-reach places, to hear that with the gospel and that God loves them, but to raise these kids up to know what they believe and why they believe it, and God's got a purpose for it.
It's a great opportunity to share with your children that some of these kids around the world have never received a gift. I mean, that makes me feel awful as a parent because we spoil our children so much, right? And this is more important. And I'm going to teach my daughter that we're going to wrap a box together because she has so many gifts and she needs to realize how blessed she is and how fortunate we are.
Take 10 minutes at Christmas Eve to pray, why we do it. We have videos on our website that you can watch about kids receiving it. And I got to take my kids this year for the first time to deliver a shoebox. And I've been going with my dad.
What do the kids do when they receive them?
Oh, I mean, my kids just got to see why we do it. But the most important is to tell them that God loves them.
And you presented them with a shoebox.
Oh, there's always excitement in the air. Kids are excited to get their own soccer ball. I mean, you go to SamaritansFirst.org and build your box online. And please continue to pray. Every box is not returned this year.
Y'all are doing tremendous things. Thank you so much. That entire I'm going to work with
I was asleep.
This Christmas season, you can also
Marcus and some
you
doofus
can
woke
build a
me up.
shoebox online. See that SamaritansFirst.org. You can scan it right there. You take your phone, go to your photos, click it, and then it'll take you to their website. You can build a box, or they can build it for you. It's very easy. 4 boxes from straight ahead.
Peace be with you.
Today's veterans help support the towers. The process is quick and simple, and the proceeds from your generous contribution will go to support the good work that teams and teams doing to our community. Any cards accepted, money or non-money, and we will pick it up for free. Your card donation will help cover the towers and help our dedicated veterans and their families. So call 888-980-VETS. You can donate your car online at today'sveterans.org.
For creating memories, for finding the perfect gift. Let us make this holiday season a little easier. Right now, save up to $60 on select AS battery sets. Happy holidays from Steel.
Modern home security by Tata with Simply Safe Got That items.
24/7 monitoring that acts on an alarm in 5 seconds to help stop
I'm not homo.
real time.
Stop.
I'm not homo.
Trust no contracts, ever.
Maybe Simply Safe not you poor together.
Scaredy cat.
There's no satellite Simply Safe.
How easy is it to play the lottery with Jack Pocket? Step 1, grab your phone. Step 2, download Jack Pocket and start ordering tickets for your favorite state lottery games. Step 3, let the good times roll. Jack Pocket is so easy to use from home or on the go. And there have been over $500 billion in total prizes won. So now, the easiest way to enjoy the lottery is right in your pocket. Jack Pocket. Download America's #1 lottery app today.
If I had to start college again from scratch, I probably wouldn't have made it. University of Phoenix made the
Peace
process
be
of
with you.
transferring my credits seamless and simple. Life's too short to repeat the work you've already done.
Miles knows that holiday list can stretch further than your budget. With Milo's rewards, you get member deals and earn points for your shop. So you can get more and give more too. Join Milo's rewards for free today. Milo's knows how to help you holiday.
The holidays. Time of year for come on. Come on. Jingle bell. The fun never stops. And every dish is followed by 2 more. The big things show up in small packages. A better way to holiday. Fellas, listen up. Holiday deals are already here, so shop Fabletics. All Fabletics 80% off. Whoa, that's the deal for it. Do it all on demand. The Swagtastic One Jogger, the Gym to Swim One Short, the best-selling Fundamental Short. Lined, unlined, and in-seam options. All shirts, polos, golf gear, 80% off. All shorts, pants, joggers, 80% off. Fabletics gets it, so get Fabletics. Right now, get 80% off in-store and online at fabletics.com.
My mental health was better, but uncontrollable moments called TV turned disconnection and started disrupting my day.
Teeny felt embarrassing. I felt like disconnecting.
Hmm.
I asked
Get
my
the
doctor
heat
about
out, you
treating
got
my
the cold
TB
on.
and learned about aggressive.
That's it.
Clinically proven to treat TB, quickly reducing TB by greater than 5 times in 2 weeks. #1 prescribed anti-president is still saying it's always one pill and one stand. And you can keep taking those mental health meds. Ingrezza can cause depression, suicidal thoughts, or actions in patients with Huntington's disease. Call your doctor if you become depressed, have sudden behavior, mood changes, or suicidal thoughts. Don't take Ingrezza if allergic. Serious side effects may include allergic reactions like sudden, potentially fatal swelling and hives, sleepiness.
Hey, DeMarcus.
and heart rhythm.
How are you?
Know how Ingrezza affects you or operating a car or dangerous machinery. Report fevers, stiff muscles, or problems thinking.
727,
Stiffness, drooling, and trouble with
more than half asleep.
Take control by asking your doctor about aggressive.
That's what I'm doing.
It is
14 suspected gang members arrested
Fun.
for violent home invasion in Aurora, Colorado. As the police chief there revealing a shocking conversation.
I'm not resting my eyes. I'm more than half
That
asleep.
person basically told me that, hey, once these immigrants get across the border, that's all we really care about.
And turning her back.
No, I'm not, Art. I'm listening to the George Michael.
Teams from child abuse facilities after
Do,
dealing
do,
with
do, 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 do,
There was also a way that parents have been protected shield, and I think the whole world just thought that that's what it really was.
Plus, Speaker of the House Mike Johnson will join us live. We will ask him about Paris's bill and the spending deal that needs to be finished on Friday.
Cause she wanted me to fucking call her card for her. And I told her to fuck off. I wasn't calling her card. Cause she wanted to check her balance, see if her money was on there. And I wasn't calling. She always does that, a waitress.
And President-elect Trump's transition team is already on several key policy changes. Introducing Texas license.
There's one penny
Good
missing,
morning,
you're going to
officials
jail.
with the incoming Trump team think they found a way to track illegal immigrants
Yeah, lock, lock.
cheaper than a holding
Do,
cell.
do, do, do,
GPS
do,
and
do,
risk
do,
monitoring
do,
bracelets
do,
cost for that
do,
$8 a
do,
day,
do,
$15 a day for respondents. Transition team hasn't yet explained how they plan to track down.
Uh-huh. Cause she lost her phone, a waitress. But she can, the house phone's like right here. All she had to do is get on that phone to call. But she wants me to get on my phone to call.
Suck it up. See what
Million
it's called.
illegal aliens are residing in
Now
sanctuary
that's
states,
again.
counties, and
There's my
cities.
coffee.
This is
What?
a
Mark, what?
dangerous problem.
You stole my money for my
Colorado,
coffee.
14 suspected gang members are in custody after allegedly invading an apartment and allegedly torturing 2 people. Police say at least one victim
Yeah.
was pistol whipped. The council member says at least one victim had their fingernails ripped off.
I'm tired of this being portrayed as just another gang in Aurora. This is so heinous. This is a whole different level, and I am tired of it. I've been called a liar. I've been told this was in my imagination.
She knows, she thinks she knows where she left it, a waitress.
I will not be silenced on
This
this
is your
issue.
business.
Supporting violent
I'm
illegal
not
aliens
telling you
is
anything.
President like Trump day one promise, but with all of
I have
this
it
we're
all.
seeing, the actual deporting takes more than 1 day. Back to you.
It's complicated stuff. Peter, thank you very much. The best part is you can actually leave them locked out. That was what it's going to be the key. It's turning them around right there, make it impossible to make give them refugee status, unless they can actually prove that they're running for their lives.
Well, and Peter was talking about how the Trump team is gearing up for day one. Donald Trump sent out a threat essentially to Mexico and Canada. You better do something to keep people from coming
I had to go get my wallet for it. That's why $1 was on my card that I could use. Like, yeah, for $1
plan to crack down on migration. The new proposal includes aerial surveillance task force, including
Right.
choppers, drones, and mobile surveillance towers. Lord Gillette, this is next Lord Force. That's exactly right. The government is also giving the Canadian Border Service Agency funds to train new dog teams.
Uh-huh.
in
Jacksonville did,
protection tools for high-risk
Uh-huh.
ports of entry. And there's going to be a sort of joint strike force where states, authorities, and Canadian authorities work together to stop these transnational gangs, as we are seeing in Aurora, Colorado.
Yeah, we shouldn't have to, you shouldn't be scared to go back to your apartment complex or ride the subway here in New York City. But there's so many
She did with the spoon a few weeks ago.
This couple or this man and this woman were in their apartment, the home invasion happens, they come in, they're armed, and this happened in the middle of the night, yesterday morning at 2:30 in the morning on Tuesday, and they come in and they take them to another apartment complex. The police chief said that they pistol whipped them, they beat them, they mistreated them, and pulling out their fingernails. He says without question this is a gang incident, and they did catch all of them. This happened at the Edge and Lowry apartments, which is the same apartment complex that was taken over in Aurora, Colorado, right before the election.
Wait a second, I heard there was a fire there. The governor said there was no problem there. They said that Donald Trump inflated the issue there. Martha Raddatz insisted and diminished J.D. Vance when he said an apartment complex has been taken over. When Donald Trump showed up, the governor said, yeah, he's not trying to make a big deal of it, but we're fine. The mayor of Denver, who's overwhelmed with illegal immigrants, suddenly was fine with it during the election. Now wants to take on Tom Homan, but we all know it's not fine. The people of Aurora know it's not fine. And guess what? The police chief, Todd Chamberlain, knows that Aurora,
Donald Trump.
They are not fine. Listen.
I had a discussion with an individual from the White House, and that occurred back on September the 23rd, I believe.
Yeah, it's 4
And the
a.m.
person basically told me that, hey, once these immigrants get across the border, that's all we really care about. And to me, that's a problem. And so at Aurora, we are now in the process, as many other cities throughout this nation, of trying to pick up the pieces of an incredibly bad system that was in place.
Cool.
Obviously, we knew this was happening, but to hear from a police chief, the only thing I can think about is these criminal gangs. They're able to get away with this in other countries because they're corrupt. Those countries are corrupt. Their leaders work with them. Now our leaders, because of their own ignorance and their own political policies, are allowing the gangs to listen to them the same thing. They're torturing, taking up images of American citizens, and there's nothing being done about it. We were told that it was just a few party conflicts.
We got 900,000 through his new app.
Be right back.
And it's Nevada crossings. People will see him on the Mexican side. They just march right in and march right out. And by the way, President Trump should get an apology from the governor of Colorado, and he should get an apology. He should get an apology from the residents, all these people.
Yeah, the residents as well, because the residents were told that this was happening, that they were fear mongering, and that they were against the immigrants as well.
Well, and if they want to apologize, all they have to do is call his cell phone, apparently.
That's right.
Stephanie Ruhle at MSNBC said she was praising him because she said that he was accessible and she wanted an interview with him. And she said when you called President Biden's office or he wanted to talk to Kamala Harris, you had to go through 50 people. The day after Donald Trump had that
No, it's not cold.
rally in Madison Square
No.
I rolled the dice, and I called him on the phone. And he answered! Obviously, he said no. But my point is, I was able to get to him by dialing his phone. If I were to want to connect with VP Harris or President Biden, there's 50 people between me and them. I could write a note that maybe could get to somebody that their Pony Express and a pigeon, something might end up in a mailbox near them.
I'm not on anything. I was really woken up.
Isolated. We've heard stories about how, a lot of times you don't tell the president. Obviously, the president is hard to get to, and there are gatekeepers, and they took their job.
24 degrees is warm.
And, you think Kamala Harris would want to talk to her, and obviously she spoke to Kamala Harris, but Joe Biden, is it really that hard for MSNBC to pick up the phone and say, hey, can I talk to somebody?
I just think about many and how much they cover for this administration, and they still don't give you any access. I mean, you guys essentially allowed the country to believe that the president wasn't senile for over 2 years. You did nothing to cover for him.
Sleepy. Truman.
So you do all of this covering for the administration, acting as if you're the external PR firm for the administration, and you mean to tell me when you call them, they don't pick up the phone, but you still have to go through 50 people? I mean, that's
Really, that means they don't have a board member of a press secretary that doesn't give any answers, because there's not any meetings, or there aren't any meetings. Then you have a vice president that's MIA almost all the time. And then you don't have a chief of staff that's good in front of the camera. You don't have a secretary of defense. I don't know what he did for 4 years. No idea. Almost through a few foreign trips. Secretary of State does a lot of things, talks when he goes in and out of place, but no one sets an agenda. So if you have a president that's nonverbal, you have to have somebody that's willing to talk. Ronald Reagan, for example, could talk if he was chief of staff. He could take some incoming.
Cool. Peace to you too, Truman.
So you have some dialogue, and you get some pushback. But when you have a president who only talked to you when the chopper was on,
Not today, James.
which had to be more
Not today.
He's totally invincible. And they just wrote today, Peter Pan production, wrote into the New York Times, that he is diminished. He is really struggling and ever. He's very fragile to world leaders who see. Really, to world leaders, there's something they see him shut
Big chill.
being basically inaudible and inarticulate. We knew that. We knew this was going to happen. As soon as it was done, as soon as there was no election on the line, as soon as he was out of office, it's pretty much almost out. That the story was going to come. We knew all of this, and now this is exactly.
That's what it's all about, change. All right, in the meantime, let's hand it over to Carly. She has some headlines.
Good morning.
I got woken up, Ross.
An update out of Madison, Wisconsin, where hundreds gathered for a second candlelight vigil to honor the victims of the Abundant Life Christian school shooting that left a teacher and a student dead and 6 others hurt.
Yeah.
The shooter was a 15-year-old student who
Uh-huh.
died from a self-inflicted
You can see me though.
Police say the motive was a quote combination of factors, and everyone was a target.
My mother.
Take a look at this
Over
shocking
nonsense.
video of a plane going down on Oahu. 2 people killed in a plane crash near an airport in Honolulu. Witnesses say they saw the cargo plane flying very low before crashing into a building. According to officials, the building was abandoned at the time of that crash. The pilot's final words were revealed as, "We're out of control here." Oh my goodness. And on Capitol Hill, the NCAA President Charlie Baker got into a heated exchange when asked about the organization's policy on biological men competing in women's sports.
Why don't you take a position on transgender biological males competing against females? You just told me it wasn't fair.
There's a federal standard on this, is one we would work with you on if you wish to work out.
Why would you do it on your own?
Because we're
That's cool, Ross.
follow federal law.
That's cool.
Go to Amazon and buy a spine online and take a stand.
The NCAA president suggesting that female athletes use other facilities is uncomfortable, sharing with transgender players. And finally, how old is too old for parents of adult
Yeah,
children?
making money is always good, Ross.
President, that's an interesting question. Viral debate has been sparked online among parents as to what age you ease up on giving your children Christmas gifts.
We're here. Hey, Chris. Me and Bethany figured out the perfect gift for you.
Oh, Uncle Louis, you didn't have to buy me anything.
Can't make president give it to.
So we of course want to know what you think. What's the correct age for parents of adults to stop giving their kids Christmas presents? Email us at press@foxnews.com. What do you guys think? Well, it's a little one. Like a little.
Mike Schuster, Ross? Of course I met Mike Schuster.
Yeah.
I wish my pictures stopped.
Of course I have.
Because I love them to death. But they give me some stuff that I'm just not gonna wear. And I love them so much.
And then you gotta give them
And I
gifts.
tell them, and I don't mind getting them gifts. It doesn't have to be too extra. Just stop doing it. You just collect.
Cool, DeMarcus, cool.
I can't do it. And just give me to me. And just give me some clothes. And, you know,
Well, he's a nice guy.
wear the scarf. It's just like, I'm not wearing it. I'm not wearing it.
I got 3 kids in their 30s. We have a solution to that. We just give them money, for the most part. That way they can get whatever they want. But I will tell you, though,
Still go back to it.
the kids get, my wife still buys kids, all the kids, yes. We've got great kids coming. The Christmas tree at our house is
Late October, Ross.
So,
Late October.
when will we stop giving our kids Christmas gifts? For me, when they slam the lid. Just saying. Oh, what, the casket? What's the press?
You're going to heaven where Christmas. Imagine what Jesus' birthday's like in heaven.
Did Jesus tell us, by the way, it was on my birthday? December 25th. I know, you're like, okay. December 25th. Then what is the birthday? I think it's my birthday. It's definitely not December 23rd. You're the bill, you're good at home movies. Who's good at She is good at yeah.
I mean, okay, so.
You know I'm right.
What's
So
just
my
gonna
mom
do with
goes
that?
to a Christian school and her religion teacher didn't tell her that. She argued with her and said, no, that's Jesus' birthday.
It's
Can't do the casino news.
I'll get back to you about
But sometimes you just gotta let things be. Just
That's great, Ross. That's great. That's great. That's great, Ross.
Which will be this year or next year.
I think you should get to see.
It's great.
Turning her past into good. Our parents said this pushing Congress to protect troubled teens and experiencing abuse.
Well, I'm gonna fall back asleep, so if y'all want to talk to each other, go ahead, knock yourself out.
In 99% of people over 50, it's lying dormant, waiting, and couldn't reactivate. Shingles strikes as a painful, blistering rash that can last for weeks, and it can wake at any time. Think you are not at risk for shingles? It's time to wake up, because shingles could wake up in you. If you're over 50, talk to your doctor or pharmacist about shingles prevention.
Lowe's knows the perfect gifts don't have to stretch your budget. That's why we offer a free select tool when you buy select tools and batteries from our top brands. So perfecting the holidays. Look, it's easier than ever. Lowe's knows how to help you out.
Most power players on Wall Street rate NVIDIA a strong buy today. Yet why are so many legendary investors quietly ignoring that advice and instead selling the stock hand over fist? Every billionaire on your screen has recently sold NVIDIA. Some have offloaded millions of shares. In fact, hedge funds are quietly selling all of their tech stocks at the fastest rate we've seen since 2016. My name is Mark Jacob. During my 50 years on Wall Street, I helped build 3 indexes for the NASDAQ. That means I know how to recognize these signals from the tech market and exactly what they mean for you and your money. I explain everything in my new free market briefing, including the truth about what's going on with NVIDIA today and the specific stock I recommend you buy instead. Simply visit the website below to get the details. 100% free.
I'm not a doctor. I'm not even in the doctor's office. I'm standing on the street talking to real people about their heart. How's your heart?
My heart's pretty good.
You sure?
I think so. How do you know?
Driving a car, you have to check engine light. The heart doesn't have a heat check mark sign. I'll show you something. Put both fingers right on those pads. There you go. In 30 seconds, we have great EKG. There it is.
With Cardio you can take a medical grade EKG in just 30 seconds from anywhere. Cardio is proven to detect atrial fibrillation, one of the leading causes of stroke, and is the only personal EKG that's FDA cleared to detect normal heart rhythm, bradycardia, and tachycardia.
How much do you think this device was? $49. Wow, that's impressive.
Get Cardio Mobile today for just $69. Our lowest price out, and check out our holiday offers for you or a loved one at cardia.com or Amazon. Don't wait, these offers won't last.
Need a last minute gift idea? Get the WeatherTech gift card, or laser measured floor liners, cargo liner, pet feeding system, or the new garage wall protector. Get your gift card instantly at WT.com.
Jesse Waters saying what most won't.
Get ready for massive change really fast.
Jesse Waters prime time tonight on Fox News Channel.
Quilting of the holidays is here. Constable can help you find the perfect gifts for everyone on your list. Stop by your local Cox store or visit Cox.com. We're providing best deals on 26 prices of all the top brands. Great fast platinum network with unbeatable 5G reliability. Warm family gatherings to magical gifts unwrapped. Cox Mobile keeps you connected with the ones you love this holiday. Cox Mobile, the smart data mobile.
phone call away with BCI Bath and Shower. We can make your ordinary bath and shower extraordinary. This is not a cookie-cutter design. This is a complete custom build that will fit your every need. And discounts for seniors and military.
So Paris Hilton is known for her reality TV success. She was one of the first reality stars, Wild Child Past. With the physical and verbal abuse she suffered at an institution for troubled teens led her to a bigger purpose. Hilton has spent years lobbying lawmakers, and now the Stop Institutional Child Abuse Act has passed in the Senate, but still needs to pass the House before the end of the session, but it is likely. So I talked to parents yesterday in Washington, D.C. about what she hopes to see happen. Parents, welcome back. You talked about the need to get this done. The Senate overwhelmingly, the sponsor passed it. House about to do it. And now you have all these sponsors on both sides of the aisle. What does this mean to you?
This means the world to me. I feel so incredibly proud. I'm here to celebrate, and I am just grateful to everybody here in DC for helping make this happen to protect children.
Especially teens. So teens get in trouble. They think they're going to a facility. Maybe help parents that maybe can't handle. The teen, like yourself, you went in 4 different institutions. What will this act do for those kids when they go into these facilities?
This is going to be something there. Right now, there is no transparency. People have no idea what's happening behind closed doors. And this bill is really going to make it so that people understand that they're being watched and that everything is going to be put out. And instead of everything just being hidden from the world, people are now going to see what is happening so that families can know what are the good places, what are the bad places, and just know what's happening inside.
You said your parents fell victim to marketing. That these teen facilities were going to help straighten out you. You're a bit of a, I guess, a wild kid that your parents felt needed some professional help. But what was really happening as opposed to the marketing brochures that fell on your kitchen table?
There's so much deceptive marketing, and they market it differently to different people. And my family was told it was an emotional growth boarding school, and it was somewhere where I would be horseback riding, and it was this beautiful place, and they had all these fake brochures with photos that were not even of the locations, and it was just a complete scam, and my family was lied to and manipulated, and they had just been so heartbroken just to hear about all of the horrible things that happened to myself and so many others.
So now, if you're a 13-year-old and you go to one of these facilities, you now have rights, you have phone numbers to call, you have things you can do if you feel like you're being abused?
Well, now they'll be able to speak to their families without people monitoring. So that's when abuse happens, when somebody can't speak freely. And even with myself, my family had no idea what was happening because anytime I tried to say something, they would immediately hang up the phone and the staff would punish me. So it was terrifying. And it just breaks my heart that there's hundreds of thousands of children, that are being sent to these places every single year. And it's a $23 billion a year industry of taxpayers' money going into these places. And it's ridiculous, and it needs to stop. So this is why I've been fighting so hard, coming here for so many years, and putting everything in my power to help and stop this.
Using your star power, your influence to influence lawmakers. You got Democrats and Republicans coming rallying around this and the House, and I imagine President Biden is going to sign this. Do you have any assurances of that?
Well, I told myself that I would never forgive myself if it didn't pass and I did not come here. So that's why I got on a plane at 6 a.m. yesterday and flew down here, because I wanted everyone to know how important this is to me. And I'm so grateful. I got a call yesterday from Leadership Scalise, just so grateful to him and to all my sponsors, and I'm so proud that it passed in the Senate unanimously with all 100 senators, and it really just shows the power of love and doing the right thing for children, because children are our future.
So perhaps when people see you on the reality show, they act like you'd have a care in the world, you're having fun, having a great time. Do Did you repress these memories, try to put them in the past? Or were you acting when you were or being yourself on the reality shows?
Yeah, definitely with my show, The Simple Life, everything I was doing was a trauma response because what I went through was so traumatizing that I just told myself, I'm never going to think about this again. I'm just going to pretend it never happened. And I'm just going to kind of build this kind of fantasy Barbie doll perfect life. And Simple Life was the first reality show ever. So after being so traumatized and going through that and then having to be on camera, I think it was almost a way to like a protective shield. And I had no idea that it would be such a success and I would have to continue that character season after season. And then I think the whole world just thought that that's who I really was. But there was always so much more to me, but I just was not ready to talk about it because it was just too painful to think about. But when I heard that it was still happening today, and now there's thousands of these schools and hundreds of children have died in these places, I knew that I had to use my voice and say something. And I'm so grateful that I have because it's been the most healing and empowering experience of my life, and it's changed my life in so many ways.
And lastly, out of everything you've accomplished, of everything you've experienced, where does this rank on your things I did list?
I've done a lot of iconic and amazing things in my life and my career, but this is the thing that means the most to me. This is the most meaningful work of my life. This is my true purpose in life, and this is what I want my legacy to be.
And I hope
Be prouder.
you should, and I hope the next time we see you, we'll be at the White House with the president as he signs it into law. Thanks so much, Paris.
I really hope and pray that will be so incredible. Happy holidays. Thank you so much. I really appreciate your time.
All right, so as Paris Hilton, that bill, by the way, has not passed yet, now it's not put up. We're going to ask Speaker Johnson about it shortly, actually next. And the spending deal that has some members of his own party rebelling.
Dry eyes still feel gritty, rough, or tired? With MyBo, eyes can feel. MyBo is the only prescription dry eye drop that folds a protective layer for the #1 cause of dry eye. Too much tear evaporation. For relief, that's. Remove contact lenses before using MyBo. Wait at least 30 minutes before putting them on. Eye redness and blurred vision anchor. Ask your eye doctor about prescription MyBo.
I'm Dennis Quaid, and I'm asking you to support the Tunnel to Towers Foundation, who are paying off the mortgages for fallen first responder and Gold Star families with young children who died in the line of duty. The foundation is also building mortgage-free smart homes for catastrophically injured service members and have recently committed to eradicating veteran homelessness. Thanks for coming. This organization is going to test 95 cents of every dollar goes right to church.
And we're proud of that because we failed my brother's image and name. So that was nice. And what he did on September 11th, 2001. These are people who put it all
In everything, the nation is obligated to support them. Please contribute $11 a month by visiting t2t.org. Thank you.
We know that time with loved ones is a precious gift to be cherished, especially during the holidays. On behalf of all of us at Visiting Angels, it's our pleasure to bring you and your loved ones happiness, joy, and cheer. May your holiday be a heartwarming time to celebrate the relationships that we share together. We're privileged to be a special part of your family. Happy holidays from our family to yours.
Over 25 years ago, the Maddox brothers had a simple goal: help the people in their small town of Canton, Kentucky with their muscular joint pain. From those humble beginnings, Australian Dream Arthritis Pain Relief Cream became the first premium arthritis cream to be sold nationwide and reached #1 in overall sales. That's because their Motion Comfort Cream really works. Trust the original Australian Dream Arthritis Pain Relief Cream.
vinyl windows seem to be a typical choice here in the local area. Some companies even advertise high-quality ones. And Romer here, before you invest in vinyl windows, listen to what Michael Smith of Renewal by Anderson has to say.
With our temperature swings, vinyl tends to warp, which causes condensation between the panes and drafts. And most vinyl windows just look very low at the beginning. Our customers don't want that.
And what are Renewal by Anderson's windows made of?
Our windows are made out of a thermal polymer composite material called fibers. It's beautiful liquid, but it doesn't require the maintenance. We engineered it to be 4 times stronger than vinyl. So you're getting a window that will really last.
Now this is innovation. You have a feature on your windows that allows for a better view.
Our true sea screens are made out of an ultra-fine stainless steel mesh, which is virtually invisible. You get less dirt buildup, more fresh air circulation, and a better view out of your windows.
Now, if we're talking about comfort, how much does the glass matter?
The glass of the window makes a huge difference. Our high-performance, low-pore smart sunglass is infused with silver oxide. It's engineered to help keep the cold air outside in the winter and keep the warm air outside in the summer. It also blocks 95% of the harmful UV rays that fade your furniture and your hardwood floors.
Well, that's impressive, Michael. Thank you. And right now, Renewal by Anderson has a great offer for homeowners.
Before December 31st, save 20% on every window, save 20% on every patio door, and save 20% on every entry door. Plus, get an extra $100 off your entire purchase. With no money down, no monthly payments, and no interest for 1 year. This offer ends December 31st. For a free appointment with Renewal by Anderson, call 1-800-704-4200. That's 1-800-704-4200.
Give your dog more days of play with Aurora, a once-monthly injection given by your vet that controls osteoarthritis in your dogs. Aurora should not be used in breeding, pregnant, or lactating dogs.
This is the best day of my life.
Always knows the best holiday traditions, taking your tradition to the next level. So if you find a lower price on the things you want, imagine. Plus, with my Lowe's rewards, you can earn points from shopping to make the holidays even more smooth. Lowe's knows how to help you holiday.
When you can't watch, listen. Get the latest news, business, and news headlines on CNA6M. Anytime, anywhere. Fox News Audio on CNA6M. America is listening.
It's a total dumpster fire. I think it's garbage. I think that it's shameful that people that celebrate Doge coming in, I can't, and yet we're going to vote for another $1 billion to be added to the deficit. And so, it's ironic.
It's opposite what the Dutch Commission is trying to do. So, am I voting for it? I'm not.
We're just fundamentally unserious about spending. As long as you got a blank check, you can't shrink government. If you can't shrink government, you can't look free.
Well, then you got some Republicans on Capitol Hill calling it a Christmas present Americans shouldn't want. Let's call it a dumpster fire, as the House tries every now and again to fund a government spending bill and avoid the Friday midnight shutdown deadline. So, will it pass? They got 72 hours. House Speaker Mike Johnson joins us now. Then, Mr. Speaker, you expected some blowback when you're putting this together, as you try to get across the finish line and have the government pay for itself up until March. What could you tell us about this bill that does disturb you? Some Republicans seem to be very critical.
No, look, the 3 of my great friends you just quoted there, they're not wrong about the government debt and deficits. It bothers us all. We've got it in our central focus. And when we start the new Congress in January, when Republicans are in control and Doge is working on all 6 cylinders, we're going to be able to scale back the size and scope of government. But before we get to that point, remember, right now, we only control 1/3 of the federal government. Remember, Democrats are still in charge of the Senate and White House. So what we've done is the conservative football here, my friends that you just interviewed there, or that those clips were played, were part of this decision. We decided, even though we don't normally like short-term stopgap money measures, it made sense here. Instead of doing, Chuck Schumer Biden spending for 2025, we pushed this decision into March. It'll be March 14th. So the feature there is that we'll have Republican-controlled Congress and Democrat White House. We get to decide spending for 2025. So that's a good thing.
But Mr. Speaker, I think the confusing part is because typically when there's objection to bills like that, here's the Freedom Caucus, which you heard Chip Aurora, but you even have moderate members who are in big races. You got Mike Lawler, who is not, an extreme, fiscal conservative, but he's saying the same thing. So how did you lose the Freedom Caucus and the moderate members?
This is the sausage-making process, okay? Here's what this bill entails. It's a short-term funding extension until March 14, and that would have been an easy thing relatively to pass. Here's what happened. We also have to add, and do certain things outside of any of our control, emergency funding. We have two major emergencies. We had a record historic hurricane season that we all know, the Helene, Milton, and the rest, that destroyed a big swath of the country. We have to have funding for that. That's $100 billion to rebuild 6 states. And then on top of that, we have our farmers, our small farmers and ranchers, our food producers in this country are in jeopardy of going under permanently. They've had 3 lost years in a row, primarily because of Bidenomics and inflation and lots of other factors outside their control. So for the first time since I've been in Congress, guys, 8 years, it's not just farmers and ranchers urgently needing the help. We now have the creditors, the lenders, the banks who give them those loans who are saying we have to have a stopgap measure. So when you add those things in, here's the other thing to remember. Our Democrat colleagues who have to vote on all this, they don't prioritize agriculture. They don't really care that much about farmers and ranchers because they're in rural red districts, right? But that's our food supply. If we crush domestic food supply, that is a direct threat to national security. We need all those small farmers and ranchers, and that's included in the bill as well. So when you add all those things together, that's what makes people nervous because the price.
We really don't have a choice. We have to fund this. We have to fund FEMA. We have to fund our farmers.
Right, and Mr. Speaker, it's not just, so you've got a bunch of Republicans who are angry at you. They don't like this. And just in a couple of weeks, you're gonna stand once again to run for Speaker of the House. And you don't need a bunch of Democrats mad at you. But and this is breaking news you do not know. You know who also does not like this? Elon Musk, the world's richest man, just tweeted, this bill should not pass. The only way you're going to be able to pass it now, Mr. Speaker, is with Democrats. If you could, what's your message to Elon Musk?
Well, I was communicating with Elon last night. Elon and Vivek and I are on a text chain together, and I was explaining to them the background of this. And Vivek and I talked last night about almost midnight, and he said, look, I get it. He said, we understand you're in an impossible position. Everybody knows that. Remember, guys, we still have just a razor-thin margin of Republicans, so any bill has to have Democrat votes. They understand the situation. They said, it's not directed to you, Mr. Speaker, but we don't like the spending. I said, guess what, fellas? I don't either. We got to get this done because here's the key. By doing this, we are clearing the decks and we are setting up for Trump to come in roaring back with the America First agenda. That's what we're going to run with gusto beginning January 3rd when we start the new Congress, when Republicans, again, are in control. And all of our fiscal conservative friends, I'm one of them, will be able to finally do the things that we've been wanting to do for the last couple of years. Right now, Democrats still control the debts, and that's the problem. So we got to get this thing done so we don't have the shutdown, so we get the short-term funding measure, and we get to March where we can put our fingerprints on the spending. That's when the big changes start, and we can't wait to get there.
Right. We'll see. We'll get there. If you guys could write a bill where you get all the committees submit a bill and a budget, it would make it a lot easier. It wouldn't be a sprint on Christmas. So I just had a chance to talk to Paris Hilton. She's been sponsoring a bill about child abuse. She experienced a horrible situations in the Ford facility she was in as a teen. You know she's been working hard on this. It passed the Senate. Will it pass the House? Will you guys put it on the floor?
Yeah, I think it's going to be on the floor before we get into Congress, and I think it will pass with a bipartisan margin. Paris has done a great job advocating for that. Hats off to her. She's really spent a lot of time on the Hill in the last couple of years, and that's what it takes sometimes. It's a long process. I wish it wasn't in many cases, but this is something I think that this time has come. You're going to need some oversight to prevent abuses of children. We're for that in any sector. Paris has done a great job there.
So they'll get Democrats and Republicans.
And speaking of that, abuse of children, we've done so many stories on kids that are abused online, either exploited through AI. They take off their clothes and make it appear that this little girl who's 14 years old actually posted a nude picture when that really didn't happen. We've done all these stories, suicide stories, eating disorders. So there's a bill, the Kids Online Safety Act, and it's stalled in the House. I know that conservatives are worried that it's going to censor conservative voices. Can you dive into that a little? Give us an example of how that could happen.
Yeah, let me say first, Senator Marsha Blackburn, Representative Kathy McMorris Rogers, everyone who worked so hard to get COSA, that's the bill COSA, together, are to be commended for their work. We all share the same urgent desire, and that is to protect children. I've devoted my life to that. I did it in the legal arena before I became a lawmaker in the courts. But we've got to make sure we do this right. And when you're talking about regulating online content, you have to make sure that it doesn't provide an avenue to censor conservative speech.
Right.
And I used to be a constitutional law litigator. A lot of my colleagues in that space are very concerned about this. I mean, religious liberty advocates and pro-family organizations very concerned that we got to make sure the language is tight. So we're almost there. I just feel like this bill doesn't go far enough in that protection, and we'll get it done early next year. They'll be able to take a victory lap, and we'll protect children.
Mr. Speaker, we've had some guests on who have addressed this. They are behind this. This is a bipartisan bill. Both sides like it. It is past the Senate. It is sitting on your desk. We had a guest a couple of days ago who suggested that one of the reasons you're not taking it up is because Meta, which would be impacted, is going to build a $10 billion facility for AI in northern Louisiana.
That's a creative argument. I mean, that's not even in my district, okay? Look, we're glad that the investment in Louisiana, there's nothing whatsoever to do with this. But look, my background for 25 years has been in this space of free speech, the protection of those safeguards for conservative speech. Because remember, guys, anytime there's a movement to censor and silence voices, it's always the conservatives. So we can both protect children and safeguard the First Amendment. We have to get that right. You cannot do it, in a haphazard manner. I'm not saying that's what this work was or effort was, but I'm saying we can improve it and get it done, and we will get it done. We're going to pass this in the first part of next year.
So, Mr. Speaker, let's talk about these drones. The White House has been clear that they pose no threat, but they don't know the origin of these drones. I know you're in the Gang of Eight. Does our government know exactly who operates these drones? Is it our government operating these drones? Because they don't seem concerned at all about them.
No, they don't. And look, I'm the Speaker of the House. I have the exact same frustration that you do and all of us do. We don't have the answers. The administration's not provided it. I set up a briefing between DOD, DHS, and FBI with members last week, and the answers are not forthcoming. They just say, don't worry about it. It's not foreign entities. There's not a vessel offshore doing this, and they're not collecting data. Okay, then what is it? You heard Mayorkas, who no one believes. We impeached him in the House, as you know. The DHS secretary, he said in an interview a couple days ago, well, because they changed the regulation to allow drones to fly at night, that's why everybody's seen them. They've always been there. I mean, look, people are not buying the answers. We are digging in further to get the answers, and we're demanding that the administration do its job. We got to protect Americans, protect our intelligence, of course, and our data and everything else. So we're going to get down to the bottom of it, but we don't have the answers yet. That's
Joe Biden says we're following it closely. So far, no sense of danger.
This is why we need Donald J. Trump back in the White House to bring a steady hands at the wheel and a strong commander-in-chief. He would have already had the answers. He would have already delivered to the American people and certainly the members of Congress. So leadership matters. That's why he got the mandate. That's why the American people can't wait for the American First agenda to start. We can't wait on that.
All right, good luck the next 72 hours and on your vote in the next 17 days. Thanks so much, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker.
Thanks, guys.
Merry
See you.
Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Thank you.
All right. Meanwhile, the site of this apartment takeover, now the scene of a violent home invasion in Aurora, Colorado, that police say was the work of suspected gang members. That's straight.
Lowe's knows that holiday list can stretch further than your budget. With MyLowe's Rewards, you get member deals and earn points when you shop. So you can get more and give more too. Join MyLowe's Rewards for free today. Lowe's knows how to help you holiday.
Emergency crystals pop and fizz when you throw them back. And who doesn't love a good throwback? Now with vitamin D for the dark days of winter.
From creating memories to finding the perfect gift, let us make this holiday season a little easier. Right now, save up to $60 on select AS battery sets.
Hey, Ryan Reynolds here for Mint Mobile. One of the perks about having 4 kids that you know about is actually getting a direct line to the big man up north. And this year, he wants you to know the best gift that you can give someone is the gift of Mint Mobile's unlimited wireless for $15 a month. Now, you don't even need to wrap it. Hey, Sally, you give me a thumbs up if you agree. Wow, there you go. Perfect timing. The stock footage with dialogue was extra. We went with savings.
If you're about to replace your roof, stop. There's a solution about 80% less expensive. 9 out of 10 roofs can be saved by RoofMax. Guaranteed to extend the life of your current roof by 5 to 15 years and a fraction of the cost of a new roof. RoofMax's deep penetrating power restores flexibility and water protection. Nobody wants to replace their roof. Restore it instead with RoofMax for 80% less. Call now for a free roof inspection.
Want the fastest working GLP-1 for half the price? Roe now offers FDA-approved weight loss injections cheaper, with results you can see faster. Lose 15% of your weight with the formula from Eli Lilly. See if you qualify at roe.co/TV.
It's time to grow your business. Create a website. How? GoDaddy. Coding? Nah. But all that writing? Nope. AI. Done. Built.
Let's get to work.
Create a beautiful website in minutes with GoDaddy.
Customers love saving money with Insurify. With a 4.7 excellent star rating on Trustpilot, Insurify is the go-to for car insurance. You might even say it rocks. Save big on car insurance with Insurify.
The Jewelry Exchange, the source for lab-grown. 2-carat studs, $9.90. 2-carat solitaires, $12.90. 3-carat, $24.90. 10-carat tennis bracelets, $39.90. Thousands to choose from, always the lowest price. The Jewelry Exchange Direct.
I know how hard it is to acquire new customers using only social media. That's why I created Wonder Ads. Powered by Tatari, it makes TV advertising as simple as digital platforms. Get started at wonderads.com.
When you can't watch, listen. Get the latest news, business, and news headlines on SiriusXM. Anytime, anywhere. Fox News Audio on SiriusXM. America is listening.
Dollar Loan Center wants to give back with free loans, no fees, and no interest for a full week. Your first loan is on us. It's a great way to try us out. Consider it a 7-day trial period. You can get up to $5,000 in around 30 minutes at don'tbebroke.com. Once approved, we have instant funding available to the debit card of your choice. Fast, easy, and free for a week anyway. Your first loan is on us.
Emerald Lagasse here, and I'm so excited to tell you about my French door air fryer 360. Extra large 26-quart capacity. Cooked with up to 70% less calories for fat than deep frying. That's a big deal, my friend. 360 degrees of superheated air gives you fast, even cooking. My 10-in-1 French door air fryer 360 grills, air fries, dehydrates, roasts, bakes, broils, fruits, slow cooks, and toasts. This baby does it all. These French doors are a game changer. Look at how easy that is.
Now, find out how you can try Emerald Lagasse's French Door Air Fryer 360 with 3 cooking tiers, bench tool, air frying rack, and drip tray in your home for 30 days for just $14.99. Order now and you'll also get Emerald's Air Fryer Favorites recipe book. And we'll automatically upgrade you to our bonus cooking kit free. Plus, find out how you can get free shipping. This offer will not last, so call or click now to order.
You're gonna love it. I guarantee you.
Good morning, everyone. Happy, what is it today? Is it Wednesday? Hi, my friends. Where are you from? Ohio. Where are you guys from?
Myrtle Beach.
You're good. Myrtle Beach.
Pittsburgh.
First trip to New York?
First trip.
Is it fun?
I'm loving it.
Are you behaving yourself?
Sometimes.
Okay, I like that. Let's take a quick look at the maps, and I'll introduce everybody else after that. 43 right now in New York. We do have some rain and snow in the forecast that's going to get here today and tomorrow, depending on where you live. And then we also have the potential for showers and thunderstorms across the southeast. Look at this. We could see some snow in the area tomorrow and Friday, depending on where you live. We actually could see 1 to 3 inches over the New York City area, and also fire weather for the southern area of California. Where are you guys from?
Alabama.
Nice.
Bradenton, Florida.
Excellent.
Grandview, Texas.
All right, I'm coming over here.
North Carolina.
North Carolina. All right, say hi to Steve Ducey. Hi, Steve Ducey.
Big crowd out there. Make sure you
got
keep warm. Indeed. Open the clock square. Meanwhile, 14 suspected Trinity Aragua members were arrested after a violent home invasion in Aurora, Colorado, where cops say 2 victims were kidnapped, bound, one of them stabbed. It happened at the same apartment complex, remember that one? Where this armed takeover happened this summer, back in August. One Aurora councilwoman has been speaking out from the beginning.
I'm tired of this.
being portrayed as just another gang in Aurora. This is so heinous. This is a whole different level, and I'm tired of it. I've been called a liar. I've been told this was in my imagination. This has been downplayed, and people are suffering, and I will not be silenced on this issue.
Well, that woman in that soundbite, Danielle Jurinsky, joins us right now from Aurora. Danielle, good morning to you.
Good morning.
I don't get it. They called, when you were talking about simply things that had happened, they called you essentially delusional. She's a liar. It's all your imagination. You're not a liar. You're a truth teller. And it was not your imagination.
That's right, and it's interesting because our governor was asked about his comments yesterday if he would like to update that, and he really had nothing to say about this. This is unfortunately not something that you want to be able to say "I told you so" on, but I told you so, and nobody wanted to listen to me. This very much turned into political theater leading up to the presidential election, and many people have suffered. This isn't just assault. This isn't just fist fights. This is absolute torture, what some of these people have been going through. And once the Americans were moved out of the complex, this is the most vulnerable population left. These are other migrants who some of them don't even really realize where they are. They were simply dropped off in the middle of the night in some cases.
Right, and some of the torture regarding this home invasion, this most recent one there, one of the people had their fingernails pulled out. I mean, it's absolutely barbaric. There's been a sea change, though, in Aurora, because you've got a new police chief now, who apparently is taking this more seriously.
He is. He led a strong press conference yesterday. The police response to these two victims was huge. The police presence in this neighborhood right now is huge. He has made clear that we will not stand for this. It is a new day in the Aurora Police Chief's office.
Yeah, and Danielle, before you go, who is it who has wanted you to essentially be quiet?
Well, it's somewhere between the Aurora mayor, the Denver mayor, the governor of Colorado, and I think local liberal media.
They just don't want you to tell people what we can see with our own two eyes right there.
That's correct.
Upside down world. Well, we appreciate your candor and your honesty and joining us today here on Fox and Friends. Good luck to you.
Thank you.
All right. All right, 7 minutes before the top of the hour, Carly joins us with some other news.
Certainly did. That's right. Steve, switching gears here, Starbucks workers could be hitting the picket line soon after thousands of unionized employees voted to authorize a strike just ahead of the last bargaining session of the year. The union is pushing for higher pay, increased staffing, and schedule improvements, a Starbucks spokesperson told Fox Business, quote, "It is disappointing that the union is considering a strike rather than focusing on what have been extremely productive negotiations." And listen to this, Frontier Airlines announcing a $299 all-you-can-fly pass for both domestic and international flights. Frontier Airline Chief Operating Officer saying, quote, "The Go Wild Pass is perfect for spontaneous adventurers, budget-savvy travelers, and anyone dreaming of limitless journeys. The pass is good for 1 year, and if you love your pass, you can keep it at a renewal price of $699. And those are your headlines.
That seems like a really good deal.
Really good for a whole year.
The question is, do they fly where we want to go?
That's the ticket. It's not all flights, but it'll get you a ticket to some flights.
Yeah, there you go. When I lived in Kansas, I flew on Frontier Airlines a lot. It was very good back then.
There you go.
Indeed.
Well, maybe you're a Go Wild Pass member.
I'm just a wild pass member. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Carly, thank you. All right, coming up at the top of the hour, more Fox and Friends for this very busy Wednesday, live from New York. Coming up.
Station and heat off the feet on one heat on navigation.
Hey folks, it's your buddy John Rich here, and if you believe in God, family, and country like I do, then Mammoth Nation is where you should be doing your online shopping. And while you're on Mammoth Nation, make sure you pick up a little Redneck Riviera American blended whiskey, 100% made in America, and proudly supporting the folds of honor. God bless you. God bless America.
For more than a decade, Forsiga has been trusted again and again and again. Ask your doctor about Forsiga.
Meet the traveling trio, each helping to protect their money with Chase. Tools that help protect. Alerts that help check. One bank that puts you in control. Chase, make more of what's yours.
Christmas is here, and America just received its best gift. Now your kids can too, with a Kids Guide to President Trump Christmas Gift Bundle, including a free President Trump ornament. Supplies are limited, so visit TrumpForChristmas.com. That's TrumpForChristmas.com.
Your loved ones are getting older, and they need your support. Care.com is here to help. It's an easy way to find background-checked senior caregivers in your area, and some peace of mind. See why millions of families have trusted Care. Go to Care.com now.
Wounded Warrior Project empowers post-9/11 veterans and their families with life-changing programs and services.
I faced my PTSD, and I'm a better husband and father because of it.
We help warriors get the expert care and support to thrive.
I got involved. I got healthier. I got to be an athlete again.
Through our programs, community, and advocacy, we're proving anything is possible. Learn more at woundedwarriorproject.org/connect.
Ooh, over $100 for leggings. I'm moving on to Fabletics. In Fabletics, we got this. Fabletics is the feel better legging, the feel good legging, the perfect little boost at the feel good price. Get 80% off at Fabletics.com.
I'm Brian Gary, and today we're talking about the biggest misconception there is about replacement windows. I'm here with Ted Coons, the project manager for Renewal by Anderson, to talk about it.
Yeah, one of the big things we hear from homeowners is, I shouldn't need to replace my windows, they're just not that old. But here's the thing, home builders put in high-end kitchens, bathrooms, and low-end windows just aren't that good. So even if your windows are only 7 to 10 years old, they may still need to be replaced.
Ted, there's so many window companies out there. What's different about your company?
Well, besides being the full-service replacement window division of Anderson, we're the company people tend to call when they're particular about their home. They don't want just any old window or any old installer.
So your standards for installers are pretty high, right?
Yeah, Brian, you can have the best window or door in the world, but if it's not installed correctly, it's going to fail. So you don't hire these jack-of-all-trades installers with the gutters inside and on the side. Our window installation teams do our windows year in, year out, and have done thousands of them.
Anytime a homeowner has to deal with multiple home improvement companies, they get stuck in the blame game.
Yeah, with other companies, there's an issue. The manufacturer blames the installer blames the manufacturer. With us, there's no finger pointing or blaming each other. We're both the installer and the manufacturer.
Ted, is it easy for a homeowner to get a price?
Very easy. We'll come out to your house, we'll assess your current patio door or windows, then we'll give you a down-to-the-penny price quote.
Ted, that's great information. Thank you.
Before December 31st, save 20% on every window, save 20% on every patio door, and save 20% on every entry door. Plus, get an extra $100 off your entire purchase. With no money down, no monthly payments, and no interest for 1 year. This offer ends December 31st. For a free appointment with Renewal by Anderson, call 1-800-704-4200.
Lowe's knows the perfect gifts don't have to stretch your budget. That's why we offer a free select tool when you buy select tools and batteries from our top brands. So perfecting the holidays, oh, you're good, is easier than ever. Lowe's knows how to help you holiday.
When you can't watch, listen. Get the latest news, business, and news headlines on SiriusXM. Anytime, anywhere. Fox News Audio on SiriusXM. America is listening.
All right,
Just checked my watch. It's 8 a.m. on the East Coast. It is Wednesday, December 18th. This is Fox and Friends. Now this. House Speaker Mike Johnson telling us minutes ago where things stand as member of his own party remain divided on the spending bill he just posted.
We've got to get this done because here's the key. By doing this, we are clearing the decks and we are setting up for Trump to come in roaring back with the America First agenda.
Plus, Paris Hilton using her own past experiences growing up to protect troubled teens from child abuse.
I think it was almost a way to protect, like a protective shield, and then I think the whole world just thought that that's who I really was.
All right, and we're just 1 week away from Christmas. Skip Fidel has some last-minute items if you need them that will arrive in time for Christmas morning. Good morning to you, Mrs. Fidel.
The final hour of Fox and Friends starts right now.
Look at that calendar, 7 days. The countdown is on 1 week to Christmas.
I love that milkman on the mantle. That milkman on the mantle for 3 weeks.
Right. And the cookie's not on the plate, it's on the mantle. Santa got a little messy.
Selena Gomez, great. I like that Christmas song.
Oh, yeah,
Jen's
it's pretty
cool.
good.
I can see it eventually be bigger than Bing Crosby. Yeah, but not only. Yeah, there you go.
I know.
There's the milk, and there's.
Okay, Lawrence, are you stressed? I hope everyone watching is not stressed. It just takes a moment to breathe and remember the reason for the season.
Yeah.
Because yesterday I had a really stressful day, and then I had to just pause.
Well, I don't think people sometimes remember that, and they want their gifts, and they do. They want their gifts, and they don't think about baby Jesus. They think about, okay, who's giving me a gift and who hasn't. And it can be very stressful because you forget people. Like, for example, you mentioned some people that I'm not even going to say their names. And I was like, I forgot to get them a gift. And it's like, do I go get it now?
I did not mean to cause you more stress. Sorry.
It happens. Well, listen, the good news is 1 week till Christmas.
Yeah.
So if you forgot somebody,
Very
you gotta
fast
wait.
this year. Very
People are
fast.
talking about 1 week shorter. They were talking about the spending bill as being Christmas trees, but it's not an omnibus bill. That's one thing they did. They avoided the omnibus bill, but because there's such a slim majority in the House, and they don't run the Senate, they don't have the White House. This spending bill that was just posted last night is going to be posted for 72 hours for people to examine.
That's the rule.
Yeah, it's about 1,500 pages. About $100 million for disaster relief. You know, the series of natural disasters that hit the South, North Carolina especially. $30 billion in FEMA funding. They say they're out of money. $10 billion in economic assistance for farmers. You heard Speaker Johnson saying a lot of them are going to go under. A lot of it had to do with the policies they've been suffering under this administration. The SBA loans are out. They get to be refunded. Has restrictions on outbound investment to China. 500 pages of healthcare provisions, which cut out the middleman that President Trump referred to a few days ago in his press conference. That calls for transparency of charges for key events and ticketing. That was a little of the controversy with Taylor Swift. And a new stadium.
Look at those top three. So the speaker said that first one, it's $100 billion in disaster relief. We know all these hurricanes have come through. We saw what happened in North Carolina. They had to borrow all this money. They had to get loans from the banks to pay for this disaster relief to help our families that needed it. And so now that money has to be paid back. And the third one down, you see the $10 billion in economic assistance for our farmers. He said, that's all the food we eat. We have to help them out.
Right. And here's the thing. Republicans, a lot of conservative Republicans hate the fact that the government is going to spend so much money. It's a dire situation because our federal government runs out of money at midnight on Friday. And so essentially what they're going to do is they're going to pass this 90-day, they call it a patch, but where it's going to be like a CR. But what it's going to do is going to kick the can down to the middle of March. So Donald Trump will be installed as president, and then he'll be able to get the running start before they have another big argument over, the spending in Congress. Mr. Speaker, who was with us a little while ago, is in trouble with a bunch of Republicans who he needs to have vote for him when he comes up for the speaker race. He was with us a little while ago. We talked to him about a tweet that Elon Musk posted just a little while ago. He's the one guy who could actually, out of his pocket, fund a lot of the stuff. Elon says this bill shall not pass. And the speaker then reacted live on Fox Friends with this.
Elon and Vivek and I are on a text chain together, and I was explaining to them the background of this. And Vivek and I talked last night about almost midnight, and he said, look, I get it. He said, we understand you're in an impossible position. Everybody knows that. Remember, guys, we still have just a razor-thin margin of Republicans, so any bill has to have Democrat votes. They understand the situation. They said, it's not directed to you, Mr. Speaker, but we don't like the spending. I said, guess what, fellas? I don't either. We got to get this done because here's the key. By doing this, we are clearing the decks, and we are setting up for Trump to come in roaring back with the America First agenda. That's what we're going to run with gusto beginning January 3rd when we start the new Congress, when Republicans, again, are in control. And all of our fiscal conservative friends, I'm one of them, will be able to finally do the things that we've been wanting to do for the last couple of years.
The problem is, Brian, is, people keep saying, like, and the speaker even alluded to it, my conservative friends. That's normally the debate with the Freedom Caucus. It's like they're being pushed back. But it's not just the conservative parts of the caucus doing it. It's the moderates as well. I don't think I've witnessed a point where there was a CR or a resolution that put on the floor where both the moderates and the conservatives both agree.
The only thing, Lawrence, I would say it's easier to sit on the sideline than when you finally realize, just sit down and roll your sleeves up and say, I just wonder why they can't even start working on this in September.
Yes.
Now, but I think part of it is we think we're going to win in November. You think you're going to win in November. Let's bet on each other. They bet on each other. The Democrats lose. So now they have a situation where, now get me to January 20th. And now you're set till March. The losers are Africa, legislation to accept the African Growth and Opportunity Act, which in one way I can make a case for because China is making huge gains in Africa. The pharmacy benefit managers, they lost big on provisions to redirect spending on prescription drugs to healthcare plans and pharmaceutical companies. Trump called them the middlemen. They said they're making way too much money and they do way too little. And the losers are Maryland. You're about to lose the Redskins. But guess what? Your stadium sucks. And you should go right back to Washington, D.C.
So they're going to go back to the RFK Stadium site just to the east of the Capitol. The only way Mike Johnson, the Republican, will be able to pass this is he's going to need dozens of Democrats to actually vote with him, and he'll probably get them. But I'll tell you what, when I think about the fact that Elon Musk tweeted, this bill should not pass, you know what? I haven't really heard from the President of the United States about this particular issue.
Yeah.
President or President-elect?
President-elect. We haven't heard from Donald Trump exactly. I mean, if Elon Musk is saying, don't do it, what's Donald Trump saying?
Don't do it, the government shuts down. He's just saying, is Elon saying, let the government shut down then?
He's got
I think the president-elect should stay out of that. I don't think he should get involved. He should wait until he's into power. But I feel like we continue to lose as a country. Maybe I'm a traditionalist, but the fact that we don't have 12 appropriations bills out there to set up a budget to do this, I'm like, go through the process. Brian is talking about them waiting to the end. It's because they don't pass the bills. They don't go through the regular order process so each people can debate which line items they submitted, and then we get a final budget put together at the very end. They just continue to put everything on one.
Well, when Republicans are,
one slide.
When they are over the House and the Senate, and starting in January, then they need to start working on the bill. And this is probably going to pass. This is probably going to pass. I don't think ever in my time on Fox and Friends we've had this discussion over and over. That midnight, that's the deadline.
That's what shut down.
Shut down. When did it? How many years ago? And how was it resolved? Just in a few days? They fixed it?
Government employees didn't get paid during that period.
Just essential personnel.
Certain things were closed down. People still got their Social Security checks. Medicare still worked, but it ground the government to a halt. And the Republican Party ultimately paid.
I guarantee they'll pass it. They want to go home for Christmas. They don't want to have to stay there.
Well, that's why they do it that way.
Right, but the thing is, President, he said to me, I've been in constant contact with President Trump, so nothing should be surprising President-elect.
Right, but if Elon Musk is saying don't do it, is that a message from Donald Trump?
Well, the thing is look, the president-elect and Elon Musk obviously have a close relationship, but he doesn't do everything that Elon Musk suggested. I mean, there's been a lot of cabinet things as well. I think Elon is coming from the standpoint, he's going to be running a commission with Doge, and he's saying, this is not a great start.
He always has to say that. He's trying to cut, and this is going against, exactly. This is adding $1 billion? Is that what the congressman said? Is it $1 billion to the deficit?
It's a gigantic number.
Yeah, hold on, I have it right here.
You know what he could work on if he's frustrated, he could build more tunnels for his boring company, because he's making tunnels underneath cities to alleviate traffic. They already have tunnels under the cap, right? Or he could work on SpaceX and work on that, just blow up some steam, or he could work on putting those chips in brains, that also might relax him. Or he could work on the Starlink. Well, he's doing a lot of things just to get away, if he wants to get away from Doge.
Well, the speaker did tell us, after Brian's interview with Paris Hilton, that it sounds like it will come up for a vote. We're talking about the Stop Institutional Child Abuse Act, and essentially what it does, it addresses the $23 billion industry for troubled teens, you know, when they're essentially housed in group homes and things like that. It will create some guardrails. Paris Hilton was actually in a number of these places, starting at age 16. This has been a quest of hers for the last 3 years. She spoke to Brian yesterday on Fox and Friends and said this about how she was treated at one of these places.
After being so traumatized and going through that and then having to be on camera, I think it was almost a way to like a protective shield, and I had no idea that it would be such a success, and I would have to continue that character season after season, and then I think the whole world just thought that that's who I really was, but there was always so much more to me, but I just was not ready to talk about it because it was just too painful to think about. But when I heard that it was still happening today, and now there's thousands of these schools and hundreds of children have died in these places, I knew that I had to use my voice and say something. And I'm so grateful that I have, because it's been the most healing and empowering experience of my life, and has changed my life in so many ways.
So where's the legislation go from here? They got to vote on it as early as today, before this session's done, and it's got 40 sponsors, both sides of the aisle from Roca on down.
Passed the Senate unanimously last week.
Yeah. So here,
Here's the speaker.
I say Kahana. Sorry,
Roca.
Here's the speaker on the fact it could pass.
I think it's going to be on the floor before we get to Congress, and I think it will pass with a bipartisan margin. Paris has done a great job advocating for that. Hats off to her. She's really spent a lot of time on the Hill over the last couple of years, and you know that's what it takes sometimes. It's a long process. I wish it wasn't in many cases, but this is something I think that as time has come, you're going to need some oversight to prevent abuses of children. We're for that in any sector. Paris has done a great job there.
Well, that's good news. And she said in the interview with Brian, she said, this is my life's work. This is the most important thing I have ever done. And so if they're able to pass it, hats off to her.
Well, I'm glad that there's some reform coming. And, you know, I'm not a parent, I don't know, but I know my parents. And there's no one gonna love you like your parents. And I think you just have to be careful when you ship your, I mean, I saw this when I was working in the juvenile justice system. Just gotta be careful shipping your child off to these facilities and thinking that they're gonna solve the problem for them. Sometimes, you know, they come with a firm fist, but they don't love your child the same way.
That's why there's gotta be oversight.
Well, and
Just gotta be cautious.
she said that they were sending brochures to the parents, and pictures in the brochure weren't even of her school, of her facility. It was all, she said, just a scam. Yeah. And by the way, we were talking about the spending bill. Congressman Eric Burleson, Republican, he said it's going to add another $1 billion to the deficit. $1 billion. Maybe we can make it up in March.
It's better than $1 trillion.
Sure. Good way to look at it.
So, Lawrence, where were you yesterday?
Yeah, so one of the issues that we need more spending on is the border, because there's consequences for this, and no one knows this better than the Nungary family, who 12-year-old daughter and granddaughter was not only raped, but she was murdered by illegals. I went down to Houston, Texas to talk with the family. Here's a little bit of it.
Take me back to that day where you got the phone call about your daughter.
So I was still hopeful because, to my knowledge, she was missing, and I was not going to believe what was possibly the truth of a little girl being found, and it wasn't going to be my little girl. And finally, towards the end, showing him a picture of her as he asked, and I'll never forget his face changed, and just the sorrow I saw in his eyes. He told me he believed the little girl that was found was my Jocelyn, and I broke. It's very...
It's okay. Take your time.
It was a blur, because I know with all my heart and all my might that she fought incredibly hard.
So your granddaughter didn't only suffer death, but then we later find out that the persons that did this weren't even supposed to be in the country legally.
Yeah, that's, coming from a Latino descent family, it kind of hits you raw that, these people would have the heart, the mind. I've always said that these guys, my granddaughter was not their first. It's definitely going to be their last. And keeping in mind that hopefully no other families will go through this pain.
You said this would be their last, and part of the reason why it's going to be their last is because our DA right here, you're seeking the death penalty.
We are.
They picked the wrong state and the wrong county.
These murderers committed their crime crossing the border. That's the first crime in America that they committed. And they came across illegally and were unfortunately released after they'd been caught. And they need to be treated like anybody else in this country who would do that to a child. And in Texas, that crime is punishable by death. And that is exactly what we believe the evidence shows they've earned.
What is your message to any criminal migrant that may be coming across this border right now that think that they can come commit crimes and get away with it?
Our message is you cannot run and hide in this county and state from a crime as brutal as this and expect to get away with it. You're going to be treated with equal justice, which means no one is above the law, regardless of where they come from, not if they commit these kinds of crimes.
Justice will be served. Thank y'all so much. Appreciate it.
And when the DA was with us last week, she said at the conclusion of her interview with you, she said, essentially, the border knows no politics. And it doesn't matter who you are. If you break the law in her district, and she's only in power for about another 12 days, you're gonna get in trouble.
She's one of the few Democrats that holds this position. And I just hope after the election that maybe some of them would alter their position. We've seen in New York, they've altered their position. But you got mayors in Chicago and Boston that still want an open border, still want to be a sanctuary, even though Americans are dying. You got a 12-year-old that was not only brutally raped, but murdered, and then they tried to drown the body so they could hide them.
Yeah, so the little girl ran away from her parents' house. Did they know that she was out of the house at that point?
They reported her missing.
Okay, they reported her. These two guys you said were drinking before. And then they grabbed her, took her underneath the bridge.
Raped her, and then murdered her. And, I see what the incoming Trump administration is trying to do when it comes to the ankle monitors, because they want to keep track of these people. But one of those Venezuelan illegal migrants had an ankle monitor on as well and took it off. And these ankle monitors are monitored by outside company, private organizations. Sometimes it goes 48, 72 hours after they take them out and they don't notify the cops. So it's a bad idea. Either they are in custody, locked up, or you deport them.
Well, if you're a criminal, are you worried about I'm going to get in trouble if I cut my ankle bracelet?
No, they don't care.
The people that want to stay are the ones that aren't going to be a problem. Coming is never a problem. And you're legally?
Good morning to you guys. Yeah, from one crime to another. And take a look at the video on your screen right here. This is protesters in New York City holding a demonstration in support of the United Healthcare CEO murder suspect right outside the hotel where Luigi Mangione allegedly gunned down CEO Brian Thompson. And right after Mangione was indicted on new charges in Pennsylvania, prosecutors adding first-degree murder and second-degree murder as a crime of terrorism charges. Mangione is due back in court Thursday for an extradition hearing. And the NYPD also revealing they questioned Mangione's mother a day before his arrest, with her stating that the shooting is something she, quote, could see him doing. And a new poll revealing that 41% of young voters say the CEO's murder was, quote, acceptable. Look at this shocking video of a cargo plane going down on Oahu. 2 people were killed in this fiery crash near the main airport in Honolulu. Officials say this happened during a training flight and the aircraft slammed into an empty building. The pilot's final words were revealed as, "We're out of control here." The National Transportation Safety Board is investigating what went wrong. The Fox flight team getting a behind-the-scenes look last night at how the Ocean County Sheriff's Office in New Jersey is using laser, thermal, and infrared lenses to try and see what the mysterious drones they've been seeing really are. Meanwhile, House Foreign Affairs Chair Michael McCall thinks Beijing may be to blame.
My judgment, based on my experience, is that those that are over our military sites are adversarial and most likely are coming from the People's Republic of China. Communist China is very good at this stuff.
And the mystery continues. Many lawmakers left yesterday's classified briefing, still insisting there is nothing nefarious going on with those drone sightings. And finally, listen to this. The U.S. Navy salutes actor Tom Cruise for inspiring recruits through his classic military-based films like Top Gun.
I feel the need. Grenade. Thirsty.
The Secretary of the Navy says it was an honor to present Cruise with the Public Service Award, adding, quote, "His work has inspired generations to serve in our Navy and Marine Corps." Generations is right, guys. First movie made in 1986, second one 2022. Inspiring many people to join the military, I'm sure.
When the original Top Gun came out, recruiting spot went through the roof. People wanted to be just like him, and now he is actually a hero.
Yep, he's doing it again.
Military hero.
Mission Impossible.
It's
Mission accomplished.
True.
What a maverick.
Yeah, keep going. Risky business?
I need a cocktail.
I'm good. Oh, that's a good one. Yeah, I probably would not have said
Any
it.
others?
Probably would not have said it.
Already says far and away. What else? There's so many.
He was in the military and in the young academy. He was in the academy, one of his first breakout with a lot of Kevin Bacon with taps. Taps. Good.
You can't handle the truth.
What was the one about the law firm? The law.
The firm.
The
Days
firm.
of Thunder. The firm.
The firm.
Law firm.
Days of Thunder.
Days of Thunder, right?
All right. Free Association Theater wrapping up right now.
Right.
Thank you for explaining what the firm means. Law firm.
It could be a telephone.
That's good. Okay. Outrage on the Hill at the NCAA president makes a jaw-dropping suggestion to female athletes uncomfortable by trans players.
Everybody else should have an opportunity to use other facilities if they wish to do so.
Okay, so the burden's on the women. Do you think America first when you spend your hard-earned money? Do you feel guilty shopping woke companies that take your money and push a liberal agenda? The choice is yours. When you shop at Mammoth Nation, you're a part of the solution, not the problem. We have thousands of products from hundreds of American and veteran-owned retailers. These patriots love America and they're fighting for you. So do the right thing, vote with your wallet, and spend wisely. Right now, go to MammothNation.com and become a lifetime member. Use this promo code and save 30%.
When you live with diabetes, progress is having your coffee like you like it, without an audience. The Freestyle Libre 3 Plus sensor tracks your glucose in real time, so everyone else doesn't have to. And over time, you can help lower your A1C. Confident choices for more control of your life. This is progress. Learn more and try for free at freestylelibre.us.
I'm a little nervous. Do you tell me when it happens, or? Did he just leave? Come on, bring it back. If he smells this good, it's got my attention.
This part is never easy, but at least saving on your family's medication is. Prescription savings made easy. Another good reason to check GoodRx.
This is how AG1 works to deliver foundational nutrition that tastes great too. Matching natural pineapple and vanilla flavors with nutrient density to start every morning right. Upgrade your daily habit today at drinkag1.com.
Lowe's knows the best holiday tradition is taking your tradition to the next level. So if you find a lower price in the things you want, we'll match it. Plus, with My Lowe's Rewards, you can earn points when you shop to make the holidays even more sweet. Lowe's knows how to help you holiday.
Customize and save with Liberty Mutual. Customize and save.
Then I wake up. Is he with you in all your dreams?
Oh yeah, only paying for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Jesse Waters saying what most won't.
Get ready for massive change really fast.
Jesse Waters Prime Time, tonight on Fox News Channel.
Cox Business Fiber Internet delivers upload speeds just as fast as your download speeds. And now, get a 60-day free trial of 24/7 IT support that goes beyond internet, so you're covered for whatever comes your way. Cox Business Fiber Internet is only $50 a month, including a $100 Cox Business prepaid MasterCard. Get the tailored solutions your business can count on. Visit coxbusiness.com today. Fiber availability limited in select areas.
The original Roma restaurant in Delhi is a cornerstone in the Las Vegas community and has been recognized for its outstanding Italian cuisine, excellent service, and friendly staff.
Aurora, we're the best canoes in Las Vegas and the cheapest. The double the prices will make all the money.
No, Chef Leo, this is not the Roma way. Leo, leave the high prices. Take the cannoli. Sicilians.
Kyle just made a decision that would change his whole world. Hey, you're sober? Kyle just made a decision that would change his whole world. Drive sober or get pulled over.
So sports leaders urge Congress to act on legalized sports betting as Missouri Senator Josh Hawley blasts the NCAA boss over the organization's transgender policy. Watch.
Your guidelines say that transgender student athletes should be able to use the locker room, shower, and toilet facilities in accordance with their gender identity. Here they are, right here.
And then everybody else should have an opportunity to use other facilities if they wish to do so.
Okay, so the burden's on the women.
It's just a stupid response. Fox and Friends Weekend co-host Will Kane joins us now. Will, I'll just let you take that away.
It is a, as you said, stupid response. It's like they hide under the semantics of, and you kept using the word, Lawrence, optionality. Like we've told local schools and universities and policies that they should make accommodations for someone who's uncomfortable. But Holly's really smart, and like Ted Cruz and a few others, she's very capable of cross-examination. Saying, wait. So you're saying optionality. So what that means is the guy can walk into the girls' locker room.
Yeah.
He has that option. And the girl, according to your very enlightened and moral policy, has the option to walk on out and find a different place to change. She has to react. Women have to react the entire time to the man who is choosing to be in a woman's space.
I mean, it's just like we're going back in time. I thought that was the whole point of getting women's sports, so women could have a place, so that they didn't have to deal with it. But they're dealing with it all over again.
No, but you're confused. See, we're not going back in time, Lawrence. This is progress. Progress. See, the champions of feminism have decided that this is what progress looks like. It does, as you point out, Lawrence, look like 1920.
It's incredible. Senator Kennedy has some thoughts as well. Let's watch it.
Why don't you take a position on transgender biological males competing against females? You just told me it wasn't fair.
There's a federal standard on this is one that we would work with you on if you wish to work on it.
Why don't you do it on your own?
Because we're a national governing body and we follow federal law.
Why don't you go to Amazon and buy a spine online and take a stand?
Congress for him to suggest, oh, it's not fair, but we're not going to do anything about it. We want you guys to do something about it.
So did you know, so the president of NCAA, Lawrence, he's a former Republican governor from Massachusetts, but still a Republican. And that kind of shows you the level of leadership. Now, when I say leadership, I mean true leadership. Leadership has many different qualities that are required of it. One of them is moral courage. He doesn't have the moral courage to take a leadership stand and simply say, you know, this is our guidance, let it fall where it may. And what I mean by let it fall where it may is it's going to require some lawsuits. Now, Riley Gaines has a lawsuit going on, and so does some women in the Mountain West Conference, talking about what just happened in volleyball over there. This needs to get to the Supreme Court. Because some lower courts, Lawrence, like Obama-appointed judges, have all erred on the side of letting the man play in women's sports. So this is going to have to go all the way to the top. You know one other thing they're doing? I just want to point this out, Lawrence, because you played the Kennedy clip. We played a Holly clip. There's another clip that's a little viral, and this is Democrat Senator Dick Durbin asking him, hey, how many NCAA athletes are there? And he says 500,000. And then Durbin asks, how many transgender athletes? And the NCAA president says, less than 10. Now on the left, they're celebrating that clip as like, oh, you know, this is a non-issue. I'm just going to tell you, you lost the entire election by telling people that whatever they care about isn't important. You know, inflation, transitory, not a real issue. So what your plan here is to tell us, oh, 10 athletes, a total non-issue. Good, stick with your plan. Keep telling us the things that we care about are not important.
Yeah, and we can do it all over again, and you'll lose another election. I tend to like competition in elections. It's just not fair just getting steamrolled every single year. So, but I'm not in the Democratic Party. It's up to them to figure it out. Will Kane, thanks, brother.
It's fun right now.
Right.
Thank you.
So, pricey presents. Parents are expected to pay nearly $500 for their children's gifts this year. We'll discuss next.
Christmas can be a crazy time of year. Let's not lose focus on what really matters. In the name of the Father, and the Son, and the Holy Spirit. God, come to us. Let us know your love, your joy, your peace. Lord, you came into the world. Now, come into our hearts. Amen. Join me in praying every day this Advent on Him.
From creating memories to finding the perfect gift, let us make this holiday season a little easier. Right now, save up to $60 on select AS battery sets.
Because of your overwhelming support, our $14.88 MyPillow has been one of the biggest sales in MyPillow history. I couldn't think of a better way to say thank you than to extend our wholesale pricing through Christmas. Get a classic standard MyPillow for only $14.88. Upgrade to a queen size, just $18.88. King size, only $1 more. Get my body pillows for only $29.88. And ready? Multi-use My Pillows, only $9.88. It's perfect time to stock up for Christmas gifts for everyone on your list. Go to MyPillow.com or call the number on your screen. Use your promo code to take advantage of our wholesale pricing, including my classic standard My Pillows, only $14.88. But that's not all. I'm so confident you're going to love our classic My Pillows that I'm going to extend my 60-day money-back guarantee until March 1st, 2025. Plus, orders over $75 ship absolutely free.
Some people like doing things the hard way, like doing their finances with a spreadsheet instead of using Quicken. Quicken pulls all your financial info together in one place and updates it automatically. How easy is that?
I take you, body, in sickness and in health, for as long as we shall live.
I'm Dr. Douglas Howard. As a physician in the mid-'80s, I was driven by a deep desire to make a profound difference in my patients' lives. That passion led me to start Balance of Nature. In over 30 years of phytochemical research, I have yet to find a more effective way of preserving the color, taste, and smell of whole fruits and vegetables. There's a reason Balance of Nature is in a capsule. There's a reason why we use a specific variety of fruit and vegetable ingredients in our products. I encourage you to open the capsules, see, smell, and taste the difference. Experience for yourself the power of whole food ingredients and make Balance of Nature a part of your daily life.
Get 35% off your first preferred set with free shipping and our money-back guarantee as a new preferred customer by using discount code FOXNEWS.
Life insurance is too important to put off another day. That's why SelectQuote makes getting coverage you need easy. Now get up to a $2 million policy with no medical exam and same-day coverage.
Visit SelectQuote.com now. Need a last-minute gift idea? Get the WeatherTech gift card, or laser-measured floor liners, cargo liner, pet feeding system, or the new garage wall protector. Get your gift card instantly at WT.com.
Lowe's knows that holiday list can stretch further than your budget with MyLowe's Rewards. You get member deals and earn points when you shop. So you can get more and give more too. Join MyLowe's Rewards for free today. Lowe's knows how to help you holiday.
Throughout its history, the mission of Hillsdale College has been to develop the minds and improve the hearts of its students. As a commitment to this mission, every student signs an honor code. A Hillsdale College student is honorable in conduct, honest in word and deed, dutiful in study and service, and respectful of the rights of others. Through education, the student rises to self-government.
Hey guys, my floors have never been so clean. I mean, both Ruby and Blue came in covered in mud, and this anti-mud mat left their paws sparkling. They step across it just once, and it completely makes their paws completely clean of mud. This is the best mat I've ever found, and we have tried many. There's still a sale going on. I wouldn't wait too long before they're done.
Call or go to trymuddymat.com or scan the QR code on the screen to claim your 70% off and get your free Muddy Mat today.
When you can't watch, listen. Get the latest news, business, and news headlines on SiriusXM. Anytime, anywhere. Fox News Audio on SiriusXM. America is listening.
Hi everyone, it is a beautiful day here in New York. We've got fans from all over the place. We've got fans from Brazil and Israel. And where are you guys ladies from?
Columbus, Ohio.
Very nice.
Buster, New York.
Nice. Buffalo, right? We got Florida over here. How are you guys? Good today? Good. Excellent. Did you have your list from Santa?
Yeah.
Excellent. And we have an engagement. You got engaged a couple of days ago. Where are you lady and gentleman from?
We're from Missouri.
And you said yes.
I sure did.
All right. Oh, show the cameraman that beautiful rock right there. You should have gotten engaged on Fox and Friends, but I'll forgive you. Where are you from? Georgia. Very nice.
Brookwood, Alabama.
Where are my Israel friends? How are you? Do you watch Fox and Friends every day?
Every day.
Thank you for coming, my love.
Business, Fox, oh, you.
I love you for saying that. Where are you ladies in Atlanta? Atlanta? Very nice. Where are you from?
Tennessee.
Very nice. See, I love it. Okay, the weather across the country, the Northeast, we could see a little bit of snow. We got rain across the Ohio River Valley. We've got our next system moving into the west, and it's going to be cold for the next couple of days. So you know what? You can go to foxweather.com for all of your latest details. Look at this, Steve. Look at this wonderful crowd from all over the globe. We love you. Thank you for coming to Fox and Friends.
Good morning. Merry Christmas, everybody. Welcome to Midtown. All right, thank you. Meanwhile, the Federal Reserve is expected to make a third consecutive cut of interest rates later on today. But while inflation has ticked down, it's still a percentage higher since President Biden came into office, as you can see right there. Here to discuss is personal finance expert Dave Ramsey. Dave, good morning to you.
Good morning. Merry Christmas, Steve.
Merry Christmas to you as well. We're going to talk about Christmas gifts and stuff like that in a minute. But, you know, it will kind of be a little Christmas gift from the Fed if they do cut interest rates. But when you look at the numbers over the last year or so, actually during Joe Biden's term, the cost of pretty much everything is up at least 20%.
Yeah, it is. And so, you know, when you go up 20% and then you come down, you're still higher. Right? That's the way the math works on this. So even though we're only up 2% right now in the inflation rate, it's a 2% over a bigger number than we had before. So it's a problem. But, you know, good news is people are starting to adjust. We seem to be heading in the right direction. The sun will come out tomorrow. It looks like Q1, Q2 next year are going to be a wonderful time in the economy.
Well, during the first quarter and the second quarter, people in the United States will still be paying off the amounts of money
money that they are spending right now for Christmas. And in fact, the average American is going to spend over $2,000 this Christmas season on all this stuff. And the parents are expected to spend $461 per child. And here's the thing, Dave, when you look at that number right here, there are still a lot of Americans who are still paying off what they spent last Christmas today.
Yeah, the average over the last several years has been that people pay their credit card debt from Christmas into May. So it takes them about half the year to come back, and because they don't plan for Christmas, it sneaks up on them, like they move it or something. It's always in December. So let's lay out a plan here, and the old Christmas club from the 1950s or 60s could come back, meaning you save money every month to get ready for the coming Christmas, not pay in arrears for the last two Christmases, which is where we are now. But those numbers are mind blowing when you look at the averages there. That's a lot of money going out, all in the name of happiness comes from stuff, and it doesn't.
From stuff. Your daughter Rachel was with us a couple of days ago, and she said she had a tip for people. Rather than go into a store and just spend willy-nilly, in your mind, or at least on a piece of paper, make a list of how much you're going to spend on each person. Like, okay, Ainsley Earhart, I'm going to be spending $75 on Ainsley. Lawrence Jones, I'm going to be spending $125 on.
Oh.
You need to have numbers.
Yeah, I'm old, and I met a guy from the North Pole. He says make a list and check it twice. So Rachel's right, and if you do that, you put a name beside it, and then you total up those dollar amounts, you have what's called a Christmas budget. And then if you stick to that, you won't overspend. The problem with Christmas is not that we enjoy buying gifts for someone else. That's a wonderful thing. The problem is we impulse our butts off, and we double up what we spend because the retailers make all their money during this season, and so they're great merchandisers. They're great at putting stuff in front of us that we hadn't planned to buy.
Indeed. You know, Dave, it's striking me looking at you right now. If you had a red hat on, that had a little fuzz on it, you might look like somebody who's going to be very busy next week. Just saying. Just saying. By the way,
I know nothing.
Suddenly from Santa to Sergeant Schultz. You're doing a Take Control of Your Money live stream on January 23rd. If folks would like to sign up, go to RamseySolutions.com/livestream. Dave, Merry Christmas.
It's free.
Absolutely.
Merry Christmas to you, Steve.
And to you and your family. And Happy New Year. All right. We're going to step aside. More Fox and Friends after a brief timeout.
A good cotton farmer wakes up and asks himself, what can I do to make a better cotton crop?
We believe that the best products are made in America and come fresh from the family farm.
And produced under the most sustainable farming techniques.
From our sheets to our blankets and quilts, this is a product that can be passed on. It can be a family heirloom.
Go to redlandcotton.com and receive 20% off your order with code FOX20.
I'm a little nervous. Do you tell me when it happens, or? Did he just leave? Come on, bring it back. If he smells this good, it's got my attention.
Visit trygravity.com. Use the promo code and get 25% off.
Bring him back, please.
No matter why you started your business, your goal is to keep on growing. And with the help of financing from Capitus, you can meet all of your business goals. Because at Capitus, we finance the legacy builders, the creators, the freedom chasers, the opportunity seekers. At Capitus, we finance small businesses.
Charlie,
Highlights to Go is bringing the wow. Get up to 70% off and customize your dream kitchen during our year-end clearance sale. Hurry in for your free 3D design consultation and enjoy your new kitchen for as low as $119 per month. Cabinets to Go. Wow for less.
It's gonna be okay. Hi.
Mom, why are you coming home?
I need me. We're relying on you. Please donate.
Total Beats, America's best-selling Beats brand, is available at Walmart. Total Beats blood pressure support soft chews contain a key ingredient clinically shown to deliver 2 times better blood pressure support. Take control of your blood pressure. Head to Walmart and get Total Beats blood pressure support soft chews today.
Lowe's knows the perfect gifts don't have to stretch your budget. That's why we offer a free select tool when you buy select tools and batteries from our top brands. So perfecting the holidays, oh, you're good, is easier than ever. Lowe's knows how to help you holiday.
When you can't watch, listen. Get the latest news, business, and news headlines on SiriusXM. Anytime, anywhere. Fox News Audio on SiriusXM. America is listening. Escape to a vacation at Circus. Experience the thrill of the Adventure Dome. 5 acres with more than 25 rides to keep you on the edge of your seat. Ride our newest attractions. Nebula Scene, Twisted Teacups, Circus Swings, and Little Sprinter Raceway. More rides, more excitement, and experience for the entire family. Life's a circus. Let's play!
The holidays are here, and Lazy Days RV is celebrating with our year-end holiday clearance event. All month long, take advantage of unbeatable savings on RVs of every shape and size. Celebrate with low payments on fifth wheels from your favorite brands. And don't miss even lower payments on all new travel trailers. But the savings don't end there. We're offering affordable payments on our entire inventory. Stop by or visit lazydays.com to learn more today. Lazy Days of Las Vegas on Boulder Highway.
Owning a food truck was my dream, but my back and leg pain made every day a struggle. Then my personalized arch support system from the Good Feet store got me back in the picture.
Clinically proven to provide significant pain relief in only 4 weeks.
I'm back to being the best version of myself.
Get back in the picture. The Good Feet store. Book your free fitting at goodfeet.com.
All right, happening today, the House Border Caucus will be holding a press conference to discuss their priorities for stopping the flow of illegal immigrants into the United States. Peter Ducey all over it in Washington. Peter.
Ryan, Trump critics have been dismissing migrant gang crime in Aurora, Colorado as isolated to just a few apartment buildings. Months later, turns out that's not true. 14 suspected Tren de Aragua gang members are in custody after allegedly bursting into a residence to pistol whip and remove the fingernails of 2 victims.
Nobody wanted to listen to me. This very much turned into political theater leading up to the presidential election, and many people have suffered. This isn't just assault. This isn't just fist fights. This is absolute torture, what some of these people have been going through.
Colorado, a sanctuary state, the Center for Immigration Studies says 7.9 million illegal aliens are residing in sanctuary states, counties, and cities. Later today, the Border Security Caucus is going to list at a press conference their to-do list once Trump takes office, and because there's no way for anybody to snap their fingers and deport everyone that President-elect Trump wants to deport back to their countries of origin, a new plan, a new idea is taking shape. Require illegal immigrants to wear GPS, ankle, or wrist monitoring bracelets while they wait to be deported. We have not yet been told how the next administration plans to find millions of people to outfit them with trackers, but part of the argument is it's a lot cheaper, $150 a day for a detention facility if there's even room, $8 a day for the GPS jewelry. Right.
All right, we'll see where that goes. And of course, they'll be in power soon. Thanks so much, Peter. I appreciate it. All right, with 1 week to go, are you still searching for the perfect gift? Well, Skipper don't think so, and he has ideas for you that will arrive in time for Christmas like heated apparel. But first, Dana Perino, who did her shopping probably a year ago, on what's coming up on her show at the top of the hour.
I can't wait to see what you get me, Brian. It'll
I
be
know.
great. Thank
It
you so
won't
much.
be cash like last year. You'll want something different, I know.
Indeed, always. All right, with 1 week from Christmas Day, Republicans are zeroing back in on immigration. The House Border Security Caucus is going to hold a news conference in the 9 a.m. hour, so we will take you there and find out what the news is. And the DOJ caucus is getting to work. A member of the committee joins us to talk about their top priorities and the likelihood of success. Also, an update on what we're learning about the healthcare CEO killing ahead of the suspected killer's extradition to New York. We will see you at 9 o'clock.
Did you know that hardworking, patriotic Americans, just like you and me, spend an estimated $500 billion annually, mostly with big tech, big box, and other woke companies? And billions of that money goes to support the radical left and their crazy agendas? Stop! We're actually funding our own demise. Join Mammoth Nation instead. We have a huge variety of products from carefully vetted American retailers who love America. Right now, go to MammothNation.com and become a lifetime member today.
Because of your overwhelming support, our $14.88 MyPillow has been one of the biggest sales in MyPillow history. I couldn't think of a better way to say thank you than to extend our wholesale pricing through Christmas. Get a classic standard MyPillow for only $14.88. Upgrade to a queen size, just $18.88. King size, only $1 more. Get my body pillows for only $29.88. And ready? Multi-use MyPillows, only $9.88. It's perfect time to stock up for Christmas gifts for everyone on your list. Go to MyPillow.com or call the number on your screen. Use your promo code to take advantage of our wholesale pricing, including my classic standard MyPillows, only $14.88. But that's not all. I'm so confident you're going to love our classic MyPillows that I'm going to extend my 60-day money-back guarantee until March 1st, 2025. Plus, orders over $75 ship absolutely free.
Whether it's your future health, your future income, or your future happiness, becoming an AARP member today can help. Join for just $12 for the first year with automatic renewal and get a second membership free. Plus, you'll receive an insulated trunk organizer. Call or go online today, because the younger you are, the more you need AARP.
This is the sound of this season's favorite gift. For a limited time, Omaha Steaks is offering the favorite gift package that includes our famous bacon-wrapped filet mignon, our delicious air-chilled chicken breast, burgers, franks, sides, and desserts, all for just $89.99. That's 64% off. Order now to include 4 more burgers free, and we'll deliver in time for Christmas. This exclusive offer ends soon and quantities are limited. Don't miss out. Order today at omahasteaks.com/TV.
I love this.
What drives your business? Numbers, data, sales? Sure. But it's your people who define your business. That's why Paychex just reinvented the way to find and keep the best people. Smart, streamlined HR technology assisted by AI and our team of HR experts. Everything you need to recruit, motivate, and support your employees. Because your people are your business. Start reinventing your business at paychex.com/TV.
Life insurance is too important to put off another day. That's why Select Quote makes getting coverage you need easy. Now get up to a $2 million policy with no medical exam and same-day coverage.
Visit SelectQuote.com now.
I had 8 UTIs in 1 year. This inspired me and my partner Spencer to launch Aurora. Aurora makes effective urinary tract health products.
It truly works miracles.
The peace of mind I've been looking for. Go to Aurora.com to learn more.
I try to put my arm around any vet that I can, absolutely. At New Day USA, that's what we're doing. We put our arm around the veterans. When I think of the veteran out there that needs to refi his home, they may want to purchase, we can help them and provide that financial solution for them and their families. It's a great rewarding feeling. Everybody in the company, they have that deference and that respect and that love for the veteran that makes this company so unique.
Lowe's knows the best holiday tradition is taking your tradition to the next level. So if you find a lower price in the things you want, we'll match. Plus, with My Lowe's Rewards, you can earn points when you shop to make the holidays even more sweet. Lowe's knows how to help you holiday.
When you can't watch, listen. Get the latest news, business, and news headlines on SiriusXM. Anytime, anywhere. Fox News Audio on SiriusXM. America is listening.
The Fox Nation holiday sale is here. You hate the West End High Golf?
Yes.
So start streaming Fox Nation's original exclusive premium content.
We need you.
They need me. The Fox Nation holiday sale. Get 50% off our annual plan. Sign up today.
All right, it's hard to believe it's 7 days into Christmas and we're counting down with our Fox and Friends calendar. Let's go to day 18. Oh, okay. We got Freddy's seasoning for your fries. And you know, they take this stuff together and it's like, how am I supposed to pull this off and show the audience? Okay. All right, we got the jalapeno sauce. We got the fries. Ansel, are you laughing at me? It's unbelievable. You can put this on your sandwiches. You can put it on, and the producer said, do it with a smile, Jim.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, this sauce is so good. You can put it in your refrigerator. You can put it on meats. You can dip your French fries in it. It's really
You
delicious.
can put it on your burgers as well.
And
so.
there's a hot one, and then this one is like almost like a Thousand Island sauce. It says fry sauce. For burgers, hot dogs.
We gotta
chicken.
try it.
Yeah, it's good.
It's available
really good.
on Freddy's.
And the seasonings too. All right, good job, Lawrence. Okay, let's come over here because we have Skip Bedell and his beautiful wife Allison, who's his helper today. Hello. We only have one more week, y'all, until Christmas. We have the best last-minute gift ideas for the whole family. Dads are always hard to shop for, right? That this will all still arrive in time for Christmas, or you can go to the store and pick these up. And Skip's gonna tell us
Absolutely.
more,
Dads
right?
are tough to get tools for and things like that. They might, if you have a Mr. Fix-It dad or a handyman or even a professional tradesman, like, what do I get him? Because he wants everything. So I put together the ultimate list. It's on my website, skipidel.com. Everything here I'm showing you from Milwaukee, I promise you it's a winner. Like this pack-out tool. And Dad's going to love to organize and store his tools so they all, are in one place and organized. Or like this great bit case that has all the drill bits and bits, everything in one spot, which is awesome. Names, they have great power tool options going on right now at Home Depot. If you buy a set of power tools from Milwaukee, you get another tool for free.
Oh,
so
wow.
You get like a 2 for a deal right now.
Or batteries.
Yeah, what's cool is you can go right into Home Depot and pick it up today because it is right around the
And you can also go on their website. We have the links on skipbedell.com. You can order it right there and they'll pick it up right at the desk for you.
all the things on the list, like accessories, like who doesn't need great tape measures?
Yes.
Everybody needs that,
Yes.
right? But the heated gear that I'm wearing right now, this is brand new technology this year. It gets warmer faster, it stays warm longer. It has a little battery in the back, the same batteries that run the tools. And this is absolutely, where can you get this?
I think I'm gonna get it for my dad because he goes to games outside all the time, or sometimes.
Oh, he's gonna love it.
Right, you go to your kid's soccer game,
And also,
wear this.
the beanies, the gloves,
Yeah.
the golden Milwaukee hat.
So the heated gear comes in vests, in jackets, also in hoodies, which is
And the
really
shirt,
nice.
he's also got the gridiron shirt on, the men's.
It's right here in the box.
Yeah.
Doesn't love a good
I
time.
like it. I like
Love a
it.
good
And you
time.
match the tools.
I do, right?
And speaking of heat, this is the best. All women love cashmere, right? This is grade A. This is top quality. It comes in a beautiful box already. It's got the wrapping around it. It comes really nice inside. It comes with the pom-pom. It's a set of 3. Skipidel.com. We have links to Fisher. It's Fisher's Finery. Yeah, it comes in beautiful colors. We got black, gray, all these.
What's
And
great
it's
is you get a set that you get gloves, a scarf. and-
they also have, look at this, these are their silk pillowcases, which I love because it's great for if you got your hair, your skin, it keeps it keeps it from getting messy.
To prevent wrinkles.
It prevents wrinkles.
At night.
I need all the help I can get.
Yeah.
Me too.
And this
I have
is,
these actually. My daughter loves them too. I have them all.
I slip on them for 5 years from Fisher's Finery. And this is Invisaware. This is the safety, beautiful jewelry. You see, they've got the bracelets, the keychains, the necklaces, the scrunchies. In the event of something, like if you're not feeling safe or some kind of an emergency, there's a button on the back. It's a secret. You double click it. It's connected to the Bluetooth on your phone, and it'll connect you to 5 people that you put in your phone as an emergency contact. It'll give them your GPS location and even call 911 in the event of an emergency. So you can have your daughter wearing your scrunchie, and if she doesn't feel safe, she can double click it and
The clicking's on the scrunchie.
yeah, it's right inside of the scrunchie, and it'll.
If your child, God forbid, is
Yeah.
in danger,
Or even your mom I've fallen and I can't get up, then
Same
looks
thing.
great, but it keeps them safe, you know?
And there's GPS trackers, if you use them in the grocery store at a concert or something, you'll see where they are.
They click it and they'll tell you where they are. It's Invisaware and there's 15% off right now. Code SKIP for 15% off.
All right, everyone.
Merry
That's the end
Christmas.
of our show. Merry Christmas.
Skippadale.com.
Merry Christmas.
He's making a list and he's checking it. All right, everybody, here we go. Starting on Capitol Hill, the House Border Security Caucus is going to hold a news conference in a moment. We will listen to hear what they have to say. Expected to focus on the failures of the Biden team and how the Trump White House intends to right the ship. So breaking news when it gets underway there on the Hill. First, however, I got this. Keep an eye on Aurora, California. You got a horrific home invasion. Colorado police detaining more than a dozen people in the kidnapping and torture of 2 victims that investigators link these suspects to that gang out of Venezuela known as Tren de Aragua. So it tops our news today. Good morning, everybody, live in New York. Here we go. I'm Bill Emery. Good morning.
Good morning, I'm Dana Perino, and this is America's Newsroom. So you're going to see something that, we talked about this story before, and it might look familiar when you see these pictures. So it happened at an apartment complex in Aurora. It's the same one, where armed men were seen roaming the halls just a few months ago. Police say the victims were tied up, beaten, pistol whipped, and stabbed. Aurora City Councilwoman Danielle Jurinsky says it could have been avoided.
This is unfortunately not something that you want to be able to say, I told you so on, but I told you so. And nobody wanted to listen to me. This very much turned into political theater leading up to the presidential election, and many people have suffered. This isn't just assault. This isn't just fist fights. This is absolute torture.
So the former acting DHS Secretary is Chad Wolf. He's here in a moment for his reaction on that. First, the reporting. Jeff Paul begins our coverage in Los Angeles. And Jeff, what do we know? Hello.
Well, yeah, Bill and Dana, investigators say the 2 victims, both Venezuelan migrants, were not only kidnapped, but they were tortured. And we're learning this morning, according to our local Denver affiliate, police arrested 5 more people, bringing the total to 19 in custody. Now, on Tuesday, police were called out to a local apartment complex on reports of a home invasion. That's where they were told a group of people entered the victim's home, where they were then taken to another apartment, threatened, bound, and beaten. One victim was even stabbed. The other had their fingernails ripped out. Now, this went on for 4 hours until the victims were released after promising not to call the authorities. Aurora's police chief says the victims bravely called anyway and believes they were targeted by the gang because of their immigration status.
They victimize their own race and their own ethnicity. And the reason they do that is because they are easy victims. Because they know because of their status they will not come forward to the police. They know that they can mistreat them.
Now, this involves the same exact apartment complex from this now viral video that appeared to show armed TDA members breaking their way into an apartment. The Aurora City Councilwoman who brought attention to the situation and was at the time criticized by it from some state and local officials said enough is enough.
I am tired of this situation being downplayed. I am tired of this being portrayed as just another gang in Aurora. This is actually human suffering of the most vulnerable community, the ones who would otherwise be afraid to call 911.
Now, federal law enforcement sources tell Fox News ICE, Homeland Security, and the DEA are involved in this latest round of arrests. They suspect at least 14 are TDA gang members. Bill, Dana.
Got it. Okay, Jeff, thanks. Leading our coverage there in Los Angeles. Jeff Paul.
And Chad Wolf, former acting DHS Secretary and Executive Director at the America First Policy Institute. I remember President Trump, you'll all remember, he went to Aurora, Colorado to do an event. It wasn't because he thought he could win Colorado, that's pretty much a blue state at this point, but to shine a light on this very problem, Chad.
Well, absolutely. Look, President Trump has been leading on this issue for some time, but if you go back before the election there in Aurora, it was downplayed and you know, saying, well, it's just an isolated incident. Well, clearly it's not isolated any longer, but this is the consequence of 4 years of obviously mismanagement of that southern border and really just not paying attention and taking your eye off the ball. There are consequences to the actions, and unfortunately we're seeing this not only there in Aurora, but obviously in other cities as well. So it's really important, and it starts with leadership, and obviously President Trump's been on this for some time.
Chad, I think I saw a number that's right. 50,000 migrants in Denver, Colorado.
Is that what is funneling the others to Aurora? What's the path?
Yeah, absolutely. Look, Denver has sanctuary city policies, much like Chicago, much like New York, LA, and others. And what we know is as individuals come in, and the cartels know this, right? And so they will start to funnel people to some of these major metropolitan areas, particularly those that they know law enforcement has a harder time in. And so obviously Denver, and then it starts to spread out to areas around Denver. So my guess is that's the pipeline in this instance. And you know, you've got to show consequences. There's got to be some, again, consequences to action here. And we know, because I saw it when I was in service, the cartels, they know certain areas of the country that law enforcement cracks down on, and they stay away from those areas. And so again, this is about response, this is about deterrence, and this is about holding people accountable. And if you do that, and you do that in an effective way that law enforcement knows how to do, you start to deter a lot of this bad behavior.
One of the things that we know is that the original response, the initial response from officials in Colorado were basically, like, nothing to see here, folks, it's fine. And if you just remember this, from Martha Raddatz asking J.D. Vance about it back in August.
The incidents were limited to a handful of apartment complexes, and the mayor said our dedicated police officers have acted on those concerns. A handful of problems.
Only, Martha, do you hear yourself? Only a handful of apartment complexes in America were taken over by Venezuelan gangs?
And now we know that by some of the reporting, including from the police in Denver and in Aurora, that the torture included fingernails being pulled out. And this is not just, Tren de Aragua does not just have a presence in Colorado, but almost 29 states have it now.
Well, that's absolutely right. And again, this isn't just, you know, your local criminals trying to rob someone. This is targeted gang violence by a very violent organization, TDA. You know, we used to talk about MS-13 4 or 5 years ago, and of course they are still active, but this is the new version of that. And to see them gain strongholds in certain cities and metropolitan areas, it's a major concern, because obviously the violence flows from that. And of course we see this now in Aurora, and the vice president-elect is totally right, which is, how many times does it take to really you know, get your attention, and to get law enforcement attention? And when you play it down, the police officers and law enforcement hear that. And so I think it's very important to be honest with the American people. Anytime there's anything like this, right? You see this in Aurora. I mean, they're pulling fingernails. This is not common crime that's going on here. This is organized criminal activity that needs to be dealt with.
Chad Wolf, thank you so much for being with us here today.
Thank you, sir. On a similar topic, we mentioned this a moment ago. Andy Biggs, a Republican congressman out of Arizona, they're talking about the border security and crackdown. Just drop in here on Capitol Hill.
Thank you, Andy. I appreciate it. And I also want to thank you for setting this up and having this press conference about this most pressing issue. I know it is in Texas. The most pressing issue in Texas is our border. I want to say good morning to everyone. If the disastrous Biden administration is coming to an end, and with that, there will be an end of open borders, asylum abuse, lawlessness, sanctuary cities. All these will end as well. I have great confidence, and I want to thank God for that. The voters chose Donald Trump in a historic landslide victory because they knew that Donald Trump was a man who would put this country back on the right track. The American people can finally breathe a very big and deep sigh of relief. But for us as members of the House Border Security Caucus, our job has just begun. Month after month, we invite expert guests to come and give us an in-depth look at the problems that we're facing all along our southern border, and as well as our northern border as well. Dangerous drug and human trafficking cartels, such as the Sinaloa Police Corps, operating now in all 50 of our states. 100,000 Americans die each year of overdoses from drugs that are coming in over the border from Mexico. Over 230,000 migrant children are missing.
I can't even stand
Let
up.
that sink in. Where are they?
You son
Are
of
they
a
still
fucking
alive?
bitch.
What's happened to
You
them?
better get up and get out of
International
here.
gangs like the Venezuelan trained they
I can't walk.
set up
I
strongholds in
can't
at least 16
walk. I
states
can't. I'm
across our great
frozen.
country.
My
Nearly
fucking joint
100 people
froze.
identified
Son of
on
a
our terrorist
bitch.
watch list were released and
I'll
allowed to
get it in a
roll
minute.
in our country.
I'll go potty first and we'll
Every
do
single
this.
one of these cartel
I'm
thugs
frozen. I
and
hurt
evil
so bad.
terrorists needs to be deported
Got 2 hours
immediately.
of goddamn sleep because of this fucking trash bag over here. I'm going to sleep, so I gotta walk.
Will
I'm
start doing so
not spend another night like
with this
this.
very
No.
wise appointee, Tom Holman. This is
Volume 3.
that we've seen and been so vulnerable to terrorism
Asshole.
and crime, all because of
Like him.
Biden's, Harris's,
The
and
self-serving
Alejandro
piece of
Mayorkas'
shit.
open borders.
I don't have
As
to
we
put
move
up
into
with
the
him.
119th Congress, the
Chris,
House
what
Border
are you doing?
Security
Get out of
Caucus has
here.
a very clear vision. I want to assure you,
Fight
to
with
ensure
him.
that the American
Get
people
out of
are
here. I'm trying to go to the
protected from
bathroom.
those who seek to
You're not
destroy
a
our way
gun
of life
brigade.
and to right the wrongs of
Fucking
this previous
bathroom.
administration. I'm very eager to work with the Trump administration once again. I'm very hopeful that we can solve these dire issues and to do so quickly to protect Americans. I'd like to give the floor to a man who's done more than just about anyone else to protect our
Yeah,
borders.
Dad.
Jim Jordan. Yes, sir.
On day one, the Biden administration announced and implemented policies that led to the situation that Chairman Diggs and Mr. Babbitt had described in pictures of the caucus. Remember what they did on day one? They said, no more building the wall, no more moving to Mexico, and when you get here, you will not be detained, you will be released. And they announced that to the world. And as a result, you've had millions and millions of people come to the border because they know there's no wall to get over, they're not going to wait in Mexico, and they're going to get to go wherever they want, they're not going to be detained at the border. That's the thing. Those are the things that have to change, and that's exactly what's going to happen in 34 days when President Trump, Tom Homan, and their team take over. The other thing we got to do is pass again the good legislation we passed a year and a half ago, led by our chairman of the subcommittee on immigration on judiciary, Tom McClintock. We need to pass that legislation. We've talked to Leader Scalise. He plans to do that, so we want to pass that again, send it to the Senate. Hopefully, they will take it up and implement the policies that will reverse what the Biden administration did and help President Trump, help our country get the kind of border control situation that we need. So I want to introduce the guy who did so much work, as Andy and Brian have done leading the caucus, the guy who did so much work in our committee on this issue, the chairman of the subcommittee, Tom.
Okay, so we wanted you to listen a little bit of that. Andy Biggs, the Republican from Arizona, who ended his address right before we got in there, was talking about this CBT app, which has been used by the Biden administration to bring in thousands. How many, we really don't know what the number is, but from 4 specific down to 4. So
Voters, that is the number one issue. They're not forgetting about this. They want to see action, especially on deporting criminal, illegal migrants. And that ties us back to the first story we did today, this gang activity in Aurora, Colorado.
it's going to be a big story in 2025. 33 days and counting, as Jim Jordan just said. All right, here we go.
Wake your daddy up, girl. Get off that table.
This was a
Get down.
well-planned.
Chrissy, get down before you knock this. Get down. Get down. Go.
Inattention.
Keep knocking the phone off. Jacko. Jacko. You got food. You got water. Go bother somebody else.
Meanwhile, House Republicans calling for a federal investigation into
trying
Liz
to
Cheney,
sleep.
why they accuse her of potential witness tampering.
Also, the Doge agenda is taking shape. How's this going to go, America? Caucus co-chair Aaron Bean is on the agency. One of the lawmakers looking to make some cuts. We'll talk to him momentarily.
There's still an energy, there's still a buzz on Capitol Hill. We had a packed caucus.
Put us on the line. That's what the Doge Commission's gonna do.
We should be asking the question, how do we spend less and actually be more efficient?
I'd like to take a moment to
time
address
is
my
that?
fellow veterans, because I know so many of you have served our country honorably. One of the benefits that we as a
Money on
country
there?
give you as a veteran
Nope.
is the
What?
eligibility for
Nope.
VA
You just look?
up to 100% of your home's value. If you need cash
That'll
for
be
your
probably
family, call
beyond
Everyday USA.
next Wednesday,
With automatic
Thursday,
authority
or
from
what's
VA,
this, Wednesday,
we
through
can say
Thursday,
yes.
Thursday or
I'd say
Friday?
no. Give us a call. Call.
It's freezing cold here, what'd you turn the heat off for?
It's not freezing cold in here.
It's freezing cold. I can't.
Well, there's a gas in the door.
No, it's your goddamn air's been on again. No, I'm going to sleep and I'm getting ready. I got to. I'm gonna up all night. I can't.
She thinks it's 30 degrees out there. Somebody, I wish somebody would look up and see what temperature is outside. It's not 30 degrees out there. Where do you come up with that garbage?
35% off your first preferred set, free shipping, and our
Yeah,
money back
not even
guarantee
it's
as
so
a new
cold.
preferred customer. Using
It's not 30 degrees. You should have lowered my phone. Well, it's not cold.
We thought we had planned carefully for our retirement.
Yeah, low. Yeah, blazing hot. It's 47.
Joe, you don't put air conditioner on when it's goddamn 47, you whack job. You wouldn't, please. I'm done. I can't even walk. I'm frozen.
They're gonna tell you get an air heater.
They'll tell you.
Indicted on first-degree murder as an act of terrorism. New York City prosecutors upgrade charges against the accused shooter of United Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson. Alexis McAdams here with the new developments. Why the change, Alexis?
Give me first-degree murder. Gonna premeditated. How do you get first and second degree? What's first?
Terrorism, which you don't hear about too much here in Manhattan in terms of charges. Investigators say the reason they upgraded these charges, Dana, is simple. It's because the attack was planned out in a cold-blooded killing.
This was a killing that is intended to provoke terror. And we've seen that the statutory elements we can go into, but it's those basics. That's what this is. This was not an ordinary killing.
Investigators say he shot and killed United Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson, who was a father of two in town in New York City just for business meetings. Police say Mangione specifically targeted United Healthcare.
Then he stole my money for my coffee. This money, he buys goddamn soda with it.
There is no heroism in what Mangione did. This was a senseless act of violence. It was a cold and calculated crime that stole a life and put New Yorkers at risk. We don't celebrate murders, and we don't lionize the killing of anyone.
Nope, she's not.
So investigators say they questioned Mangione's mom less than 48 hours before he was arrested, asking her if that was her son and those wanted posters that had been all across the country.
Yeah, she does, because Jim, and she doesn't get her way.
They had a conversation where she didn't.
This is why I barely sleep. Because every time I try to sleep, she does this.
Yeah, so now police are going to look into that, and they're also waiting to talk to Thompson's family as well as they have this case coming back to New York City. We know Mangione tomorrow.
Well, she makes her own coffee. Even if I did a waitress, she'd probably yell at me for doing that too.
Alexis, thank you so much. And New York City Mayor Eric Adams joins Mark McCallum later today on the story. That's at 3 p.m. Eastern. So we all look forward to seeing that.
Thank God I'll leave for the day in an hour. Thank God.
You got Robert Kennedy Jr., Tulsi Gabbard, both back today. Also on the Hill, Labor Secretary Nick Lori Chavez Green. Trump also tapping former Georgia NFL legend Herschel Walker as ambassador to the Bahamas, that posting this on your social last evening. All Senate Republicans, no aid with Democrats, fast-track nominations at the end of this Congress. I won the biggest mandate in 129 years. I will make my appointments of very qualified people in January 9th, sworn in. And quote, your social.
72. Time to go to sleep. Like 1. Then she woke me up at 3:30. About something, and yeah.
Great to have you here. Tell me about the meeting. I mean, obviously it was pretty well attended. You had 29 signed up to come, but over 60 attended.
That's right, Danny. Good morning to you, and good morning, Bill. We had a great meeting, a great launch of Doge. There's tremendous interest in breaking this addiction to spending, overspending, and efficiency.
Get off the goddamn table. Get off of the table.
With this town.
You gotta move all the way over to fall off again. He's worse than you, and you're bad enough. And I told you, put this thing between the couch and the table, you dipshit. This does not come out here. Dickhead. You're a dick. You're useless. Fucking piece of paper. Hit me sick.
Efficiencies and making government more efficient.
Okay, but then you had Governor Gavin Newsom, also of
I'm
California,
gonna pour it on these people. I'm gonna fucking pour it on these
This is like a parallel project. We've been doing civil service reform in the state. We've been consolidating.
Leave her alone, you wacko.
Job descriptions.
You gotta go, you gotta go. Where you go?
do we have a misunderstanding of what Doge is trying to accomplish?
All the police have run out. Legally, how to get rid of this, because you're not
A dollar ain't gonna buy you a bus pass.
One way, that's all I need. I'm not changing buses.
How is it gonna buy you? You can't buy, you buy on a card on the bus.
You can tap. Yeah, you can. Ruin my bus pass system. I gotta go pick up my phone. You go pick up my phone today. You got all the money in the world. You go pick it up straight out of it. I'm sick of it.
People's choice in cars, subsidizing
Uh-huh.
production that isn't
Mm-hmm.
delivering the bang for the buck. And yes, we need to get workers back to the office and reevaluate the billions of square footage of buildings that we.
She's not going to work, Coach Jim. She's out until January because she was in the hospital.
Lots of things to do, and that's why we want to build this team. There's something for everybody on Doge.
I said 100 people said I'd be on the Doge committee.
deliverables that they would like to see from the caucus in order to get going?
Why I had to call.
We had our initial meeting 2 weeks ago.
Maybe they got it blocked and send it back again. Who knows? Because you won't stay out of things or something.
But we want to be their backup. We want to put permanency in.
So this away, so you just sit in the garbage. You don't want it, goes in the garbage, that's all. End of it. I'm done. Done cleaning up your shit all over the place. Cause you're a fucking wacko.
Well, they approved her timeout, her time.
None of their business.
They approved her
My
time leave off.
business. My business. It's nobody's business but mine. So stay out of my life. I'm sure you in for you nail me on my money too. Make sure the cops pick you up.
So all basketball goes to like June. That's called the NBA Cup, and I'm really not up to speed on it.
Oh, okay, so you're not the only one.
Yeah, correct. Yeah, I'm here to like this everyone here. Yes, I'm sure. But the NBA Cup is like a tournament in the middle of the season, which I think is kind of cool and interesting. But I didn't know what was going on. So.
The beautiful in this country.
We didn't know.
Here we go.
I'm not doing that.
If these hostages are back home by that day, all hell's gonna break out. They're very strong.
Okay, he said it once, now he's saying it again. Donald Trump talking tough against Hamas over the hostages. Can he succeed with the Biden-Harris administration as failed? That's a very good question. One for Nikki Haley. We will get to her live in a moment here on 7. Plus, the House reaching a deal on a spending bill. Speaker Johnson gives members 3 days to read it. Teeing up high-stakes vote at the end of the week with some Republicans pushing back on the Christmas tree bill. For all the presidents, look at the tree. Is this an early holiday headache? Yes.
No, we're done. I didn't wait for me.
You got lights. Oh.
Good. Feed the cat looking at you like you're crazy. Pet her.
Personal shopper. An exercise buddy. Someone who can help me live right.
I can't, Donna.
Life's good.
You have a plan.
What if there is an investment strategy, a product where your retirement money and investment portfolio could go up with the stock market, lock in your gains, and when the market goes down, you don't lose anything. Forward with your money, never backwards. What if that investment strategy, that product actually exists? Good news, it does.
They said he needed a warm sunny vacation to Aruba.
No, he needs to be in a nut house. Where people put air conditioner on when it's 40 degrees outside.
It's 47.
Still, no. It's irrational and stupid. There's something wrong with you. Ask them. Ask them if they have their air conditioner on when it's 47 degrees. They'll say no.
Which causes condensation between the paints and droughts.
I got that lady's number correct today for the adult protective service, APS. I'm done. Baker after find out what the hell's wrong with you.
Tell you to have a little respect.
He has none for anybody, including you. He just uses people.
This is innovation. You have a feature on your windows that allows for a better view.
Our tracing screens are made out of an ultra-fine stainless steel mesh, which is virtually invisible. You get less dirt buildup, more fresh air circulation.
There you go, Matthew. Now you know what to get her for Christmas. An electric blanket.
Get him a bus out of town. Fly him somewhere. Fly him to Alaska. That's a nice cold place. Or Caribou, Maine.
Supposed to hit. She's getting a stocking full of coal.
Oh, he doesn't even get that. Santa comes by here for him and pulls his pants down.
Before December 31st.
You've been the naughty one. What about your thing from 1997, 1998, huh?
That was because of you.
I was 6 years old back in 96 and 97.
When you got a hold of Reenie's card and get into her bank account.
I was 6 years old though, and I was.
Then you didn't even tell me I had a court thing. It's $25. So $25 fucking dollars. He got dismissed.
It was six. I was 6 years old in '97.
You did it.
How can I do it in '96 years? That was 2012, dum dum.
No, I didn't. 2006. No.
I'm talking about 96, 97.
That was you.
How can that be me when I was 90?
I was doing cat shows.
I'm talking about 1997.
That was from a cat show for you.
I was 97, 1997.
He's been horrible since he was little.
1997.
When he was a criminal back then.
I was 1997.
And they dismissed it.
Well, people saw your thing, Mom.
Because it's on there forever.
Come on, I mean, I'm 6 years old.
That's because of you. That's why you don't touch bank accounts. You still copy them and get into them.
I was 6 years old.
Don't ever send a check to him. He'll be in your bank account.
I was 6 years old.
That was you.
How can that be me?
You were bad back then.
I was 6 years old.
Why do you think you went to behavior psychiatrist? You were on a behavior plan. Remember all that?
I was in that one place in 1999.
No, you were because you finally threw a truck at me. Cut my head. He's a wacko back then. He's autistic. He's whack. Being a group home, that's where he's headed. You won't be talking to him then. Come by and visit her, Daddy. Shut up and leave me alone, you liar.
Some people saw your.
What was a lie? It was you.
6 years old, yeah. Some 6 year olds.
Yeah,
some 6 year olds gonna write that stuff. Come on, Mom.
Yeah, you did.
Take responsibility.
Yes, you did. You signed my name to it, and I didn't even know about it. That's why they dismissed
6
it.
years old.
You were bad then. They wanted to put you away back then.
6 years old. Shit.
They wanted to put you away when you were born.
Yeah, Mom.
Ask Grandma. She'll tell you.
My grandmother didn't like you.
No, because I told her off.
She said my grandmother told me that you that she had me taken away from you for a few weeks.
That's not true either.
That's what she said. Told me.
No, I lost almost all my blood. I almost died in the hospital.
No, she's talking about 1994.
No, that's not true.
That's what she said. She had me taken away from you because you
I
got
was
your.
going to school in 1994.
That's what she said. That's what she said.
She's a liar. They tried to do everything to not know you. They didn't want anything to do with you. You weren't wanted. You're still not wanted by any of them.
Yeah, my dad's the only one alive out of all of them.
So to Steve, is he still alive or did he die?
I don't know.
His wife couldn't stand him. First wife killed herself to get away from him. Karen, I knew Karen.
I'm leaving for the day in an hour.
Then good, don't come back. I'm not paying for your boarding, just scrap. I'm not paying for it. You gotta get money from somebody. You're not getting nothing from me. I'm going to get to the bank and I can walk back. It's not that far. I'll show you the accounts you don't know. You can't get into it.
We also have to add that due to circumstances outside of our control,
Why are you on hold when there's nobody even around? It's 6 o'clock in the
The bill
morning.
is stocked with $100 billion for
They probably, if you locked it, that's why.
You told me to.
That's why.
You told me to lock it, then you yell at me.
You can't get into it, it's locked door.
Why? Then I can't do that right now. They can unlock
Yes,
it.
you can disconnect from the poor soul that you're lying to.
The whole point of our debate 2 years ago about the speaker, what we do on the floor of the House.
I don't know what he's talking to, Lou. Did you put your air conditioner on at 47 degrees? No.
Satan's your daddy. That's what said.
My dad served the military for 32 years.
What's that? That's not Satan.
No, he's a soldier. He's a good guy. Ran an army base.
Advocating for spending cuts via DOGE, yet backing this bill. Some may withhold their support for Johnson.
Talk about Satan, you and Dan. They got a hold of you. They got a hold of both you and twisted you. Probably. Tell me, excuse you a minute, put it on hold. Let's see if it's unlocked or locked.
It's not.
It's locked?
It's not.
It's locked.
It's not.
You didn't lock it?
No.
You probably took everything.
Bob. See, she blames somebody else for taking her money, trying to take her
He
money.
does all the time, and we can prove it. My job even proved it. Took my money.
She said she blames her.
My job proved it. They proved it. So you're not getting nothing.
See how she tries to play me?
Play you. You're a lying sack of shit. That's from his mother. Who knows him but me? You see him once in a while. I got to put up with him 24/7. And this stupid ass cat.
Great to have you here in the city and on set with us. There's so much happening. Let's start with Jake Sullivan, who said
There's something going on. You gotta go.
You go. Go back to work.
One more word, and I'm gonna take that thing and throw it at a wall.
With enough.
Tell that how many pieces I can bust it into.
Did you take my phone after my birthday? Because it didn't walk off, and you probably pawned it.
I never saw it.
Oh.
It was on you. Last time I saw it, it was right down there.
Then what'd you do with it?
I went to bed.
Talk about the next morning.
I didn't see it.
Oh.
You probably threw it in the garbage. You were puking all over the place. Here somewhere. If it showed it was here, see it.
Emma, no. It was my birthday.
He fell asleep with his head in a garbage can.
I know. It's all the time, Emma. All the time.
You did.
Why do you think I go walking at night?
Because he's a wacko. He's trying to pick up the hookers on the corner.
No, I'm not. I don't want a lot lizard. Why do you think I enjoy
One in the purple lace suit you fine.
Why do you think I enjoy bowling Thursday nights? Get away from her.
No, to lie to somebody else. He's good at that.
Well, you won't take responsibility from 1997, 1998. Well, you blame a 6-year-old? Come
I
on.
graduated from college in 97.
Well, they said, well, somebody pulled up your thing from 97, 98. You pleaded guilty to check frauds.
I was at school.
Well, that's what they pulled.
Wrong.
They pulled it up.
They're wrong. I was in college. I graduated in 97. I was busy writing my senior paper.
She would not take responsibility.
Because it never happened.
Man, she getting defense. Yeah, try to hit me with that.
I'm going to comb the shit out of your hair. It's all over your shirt. Look, look at it. It's all over the shirt. Look.
Who cares?
I do. You look like you got rats in your hair. Look at it.
What did you major in?
English.
English.
90 class at 97.
So the best thing we need, what does Russia want?
Busy writing a paper.
And they have an air base. This is the time for the U.S. to work with Turkey.
Busy writing my paper.
Okay, you want those
Dr.
bases? What are we
Zhivago.
going to do with Ukraine? How are we going to settle this? That is the opportunity to be had. Also, the opportunity is Iran got all of the weapons to Israel.
So I'll let her hang out with her.
So this opens up the Middle East in a way that we could really have peace. We don't know if that's going to work, but the U.S. needs to be talking to Turkey.
It's all the time.
Because he's a fuck up.
If you were ever going to take out the nuclear
What made you want to work at Walmart?
Turkey wants to do it, Israel
Only
wants
place
to
that
do it,
hires old
the US
people.
Only place that hires old people.
So then, does that get us a step
Pays
closer
good.
to possible resolution in Ukraine?
I think if we use these military bases as leverage, and you see where Russia is.
Get out of here, away from you.
50% of Russia's budget.
And it's peace and quiet while you're
No,
gone.
you're leaving. He broke a chair, he broke the couch. He knocked, we had a lamp replaced already. Yeah, he's real good. He hadn't been here a month.
We've been here since October. End of September. So
First month this
October,
year, he broke
November,
the couch.
December.
He ran in here and jumped on the couch and broke it. Broke a chair. Broke the lamp. That's why you're going. Where you sitting there? Take it and leave.
She treated like this because Satan is her daddy. She doesn't know real love.
Give me a break. Come to another wacko?
What's the plan work?
Oh, can I hold you on?
Well, the cat knocks to bump into it and she's knocked it on the ground. She didn't really break it. The cat didn't really break it.
Yeah, the first one he didn't work. They had to replace it. Yeah, sit there just see what look on your face.
Even the cat turned her back to you.
Look at you. She's looking out the window. He goes to sleep with the curtains open so people can see him with his hands down his pants.
What did you do after graduating college? You didn't go straight to Walmart. What'd you do?
Went to Florida.
I mean, what'd you do after? What'd you do for work?
For Kaiser College, remember?
She went to college. She
No, I worked at
She worked at a college.
Good.
Again, hush. God, no, can you imagine her as a teacher? Good God.
Susan Ross. Hi. I was calling to see what my account balance is. I was supposed to have a Social Security deposit put on today. And they gave me you instead of giving me...
No, I'm not, Jason. Oh my God, I'm gonna time you out for that. Their only bingo is bingo and gamble. And watch Fox News all day long.
Right now I'm calling on where we live, your house phone. They're gonna go back, we're getting our money, go back over to my phone dealer. And give yourself, oh man, you change yourself.
I can't. I have to mute my number. I'm sorry.
Somebody's... He,
That's not my number ain't on your account.
no, his number's not on my account.
There are places to cut.
I just got out of the hospital.
It's not going to be easy, but it's going to make us stronger. We can get it.
Not really. I make a better sandwich than her.
Thank you so much.
Kamala Harris now giving her first major address since her loss
Oh,
in
I'm feeling better.
what
Better
she is
today.
telling young Democrats today.
It's healing slowly.
Many people have come up to me telling me they feel tired. Maybe even resigned. I ask you to remember that this struggle is not...
Oh, on this phone, I gotta call you on a cell phone?
What? What the difference does that make?
What do you need?
What difference does that make? Yeah, we have three
Oh,
of
that's a
them.
code thing. Because we can get online. Is that the actual account balance online? Or is we just trying to see why I had to call you? Normally you call up and gives you the information, answer the last word.
Yeah, like that's ever gonna happen, James.
And all that good stuff.
So Emma, where are you watching from? If you're still here, Emma.
That's correct. Okay, we can get online. Okay. I'll go back online then. Okay, thank you. Bye-bye. Well, it's updated now. Whatever you find online, that's the correct one.
Told you that you have 36 cents.
No, they just updated it recently. She said, you can look. Dad, if I'm going over to the bank, I'll walk over there and I'll change my account, keep you out of it. You're a thief and a liar. You don't know what you're getting into, girl. Run.
Did you ever have a bad parents relationship with your parents or a man?
No, my dad was gone all the time. He was military. My mother run the place. He's off on training somewhere. He's gone. He went to Korea and made us stay behind. He was in Germany before we got over there.
How about go to McDonald's? You can use their Wi-Fi there. Just sit there and go on the Wi-Fi.
You gotta eat or drink something.
No, you don't. I sit over there most of the time without the Wi-Fi.
Gets thrown out of there. You can look it up when you get off this poor girl. Then he ate a whole loaf of bread last night.
There was other bread. So what?
Where?
There's other bread.
Where? He ate it all.
There she goes.
He eats it. He's gonna blow up like a pig.
There she goes.
There he is.
Look at your nails, cat. Ooh.
Good. Scratch his eyes out.
Excuse me. Can you go? Yeah, thank you. Yeah. I need a vacation. No, I didn't need all the cash. See how she blames me?
Come visit, I'll show it to you. Give me your email and I'll email you.
Go.
Come on over, I'll send it to you. You can read it yourself. You got fucking mind. Told you run, you don't listen. What's your problem?
There's a problem. We fix it, guaranteed. Eric Adams on the story. As Blue Run cities prepare for changes under Trump, the New York City mayor sits down with Martha to discuss his strategy.
She's the worst one. I need a vacation to Reno.
Vacation in the local jail.
I need to go to Reno.
No, you need to go to jail.
Well, what, eating bread? Go to jail for eating bread. Can you believe
We got a
that?
house at home.
Can you believe that there? Go to jail for eating bread. What the fuck?
Yeah, Brad is an asshole. Sweet sheep. Liar and asshole.
Coach Jim, she's the worst one. She's the worst one. I treat her good, but she's the one that blames me. But she tried blaming the fucking 6-year-old for that shit back in, because Coach Jim, someone looked up her thing, and yeah, she got convicted for passing checks in 1997. I was 6 years old in 1997. Yeah, that's what she said. So you gotta go to jail for eating bread. She hears when she wants, Steve. I think she's getting senile.
Well, I'm fine. I'm happy.
You should work for AP at Walmart. Ooh. Hear what she said about you, the waitress? Marie's the kind of dumb questions, that shit.
Reversing a crisis that spiraled out of control and how big factor in determining the outcome of the election in November. Online shows with us here in studio. Mark's good morning to you. We've been talking about this for years now. You just had a unique
I know they do.
You went down to Houston, Texas, and you met with the family of that 12-year-old girl who was murdered underneath that bridge in Houston.
10 more minutes and I'm ending this, but I gotta get ready to go. 10 more minutes of this crap. 10 more minutes of this crap.
To my knowledge, she was missing, and I was not going to believe what was possibly the truth. A little girl being found was identified. A little girl, he told me he believed the little girl that was found was my child.
Yeah.
With all my heart and all my life, she fought incredibly hard.
Yeah, it's Maurice, what kind of dumb shit question is that? Fuck. Lindsay, can you believe that? She tried blaming me when I was 6 years old for what she did. Can you believe that? Can you believe that, Lindsay? 6 years old? I wasn't. How can I do that when I was 6 years old, Mom?
You steal numbers off the stuff when you were younger.
No, not when I was 6 years old. Though. Take responsibility, Mom.
I was in school then.
Yeah.
Sure as hell was.
Well, this DA who's seeking the death penalty, she got right. She's gone. This is it for her. At the end of the year, there's going to be someone in there, someone that worked inside her office that's more progressive. She's known as a moderate Democrat. So there's no room right now in the Democratic Party for those moderate voices on.
She's like this.
You know, I do think that there is some sunlight. You know, there was a lot of criticism of Greg Abbott and what he did.
No.
Us, the migrants in those cities. But I do think.
I was in what, kindergarten and 6 years old.
You were evil then. You were in out of the mental institute.
I'm at 6 years old.
Come back to Harbor. What do you think you were?
I was still in Connecticut at 6 years old, Mom. Not, I was in Florida. She's always like that, Coach Jim. Always. Always. You don't live with me 24 hours? I tried Paradise, but now when she's like this. Yeah, Solo, yeah. Do you buy that, Solo? Do you buy that? Do you buy that? I mean, nobody can do that shit at 6 years old. Hey, come on, man. You need Xanax. That's what you need.
You know, when you look at what she's saying, you're like, okay, this is a normal state.
7 more minutes of this crap. You might be getting. Someone said you might be getting dementia.
I'm perfectly fine.
That is the cautionary tale.
She forgets where she lost her phone yesterday.
So do I lost it.
Emma, where are you watching from? It fell out of her pocket. Her phone fell out of her pocket. Keep it away from the gas. I already told you I'm in Salt Lake City. Okay.
And if you are dreaming of a waitlist Christmas to announce an astronaut stuck at the International Space
Daddy say
Oh,
this.
there's more SpaceX guys here in space? We're not going to get back to March now. They have got the rocket ship fixed.
Right, no, Rachel's right.
For the transfer to
Right.
we had a plan and kind of build relationships with the people that were going to be saving our son.
Oh yeah, I'll have a good day when I leave here. You want to buy her pizza? You want to buy her pizza? Someone wants to buy you a pizza.
Still not confident about which used car to buy? Nope. Why not ask the most confident person you know?
Ate my pizza. Even ate that.
You made the pizza last night for you and me.
The one before that you ate. I come home from work, eat pizza, and you ate it all.
They buy you a muzzle. Yeah, jail for eating. Jail for eating pizza. For eating pizza. That's a fun. Yeah, I didn't steal it. You went to the casino and you gambled and you lost. Then you blame me. Take responsibility, man. Right. RC, right. AP. I'm leaving like at 7:30. 9:30.
The bus leaves at 9, be under.
Call 800-256-8900. 800-256-8900.
Live with me in California.
Leave me alone, you asshole.
That's why she's mad. Well, yeah, she blames me. AP.
Did you steal? Oh, I borrowed. Right. Venus last week, I borrowed.
It's not cold.
I borrowed. Remember that?
It's proven to detect danger of fibrillation, one of the leading causes of stroke. Get Crush Mobile today for just $69, our lowest price ever. And check out our holiday offers for you or a loved one at Cardia.com or Amazon.
The harder you push, the better we get. Introducing the world's first impression sleeve with the cooling sensation of menthol. The more you move, the more you'll feel the support. Our most advanced impression sleeve and more durable and more weave.
We do 9:30 to 3:30. This is why I go out at night sometimes. She drives me crazy.
The Medal of Honor is the highest military decoration awarded by the United States government. The Tunnel to Towers Foundation and the Congressional
5 more minutes.
Society recognizes valor beyond the call of duty. Brett Slavinsky, a recipient of the Medal of Honor,
I have issues with this right eye. No, Nate. It's funny. I don't know if you noticed, but I got really bad problems with his eye. Like if I try to hold my hand like this, I can't even read the chat. Like it's all blurry. But over here, I can see it perfectly fine.
I was told I was being put in for it the day after the battle. It's the highest level of valor I could want to understand. Why do these people lose their lives? Why are they in my place? Can't reduce it. You don't have to wear it if you don't want to. They feel you earned it. People think more handsome when you get
No, Lenny, I will not.
sticks with you. For me, it was like I was in a fog. Really, for several months. You're literally on the edge of right to life and death at any moment. And then 12 hours later, you're at home and you're going to
What medicine?
have to go back to assimilating that life.
You know, I mean, I can show you for example. A waitress I last saw at an eye doctor 2 years ago. And let me do this for example. I'll try to read this with this eye. With my good eye, it says Sicily's pizza. So let me do this. Hold this way out here. I can't even read that. But over this eye, it says Sicily's. So yeah, I can't even read that. With this eye.
and donate $11 a month. Thank you.
Should I just send her a copy of what you did?
An 8-day mission turns into an 8-month long stay to NASA astronauts that ain't coming home anytime soon. Jonathan Sarah's got the news on that, and this is not good.
Hey, but unfortunately, it looked like they were coming home in February. Now it's been pushed.
Just email me, Emma, and I'll pass it on. I don't have anything for my eye.
NASA says this is to allow it
engineers for time to process a brand new SpaceX Crew Dragon spacecraft that will bring their replacement crew to the International Space Station. The two astronauts arrived at the ISS in early June for what was originally expected to be an 8-day mission to test Boeing's new Starliner spacecraft. But intermittent thruster problems led NASA to bring Starliner back to Earth without humans on board, and instead assign Butch and Sonny to return SpaceX Crew Dragon. Back to you, Bill.
Okay, thanks, Jonathan. Jonathan, Sarah, watching that.
You should need church.
The best. Thank you. I'm there. All right,
So kicking off another busy day on Capitol Hill as Trump nominees meet with senators to explain where they stand on key issues, seeking to shore up their support for their nominations. And we'll see how that goes. Welcome to a brand new hour of America's Newsroom. I'm David.
morning to you. New hour. I guess it was. I'm Bill Hemmer. Good morning. Here we go.
I mean, it burns not because I'm tired. It actually, this I actually burn, like it burns. No, I can't do that, oh waitress. No, I can't do that. I'm going in. I can't sit here all day with that. I can't sit here with that.
One of our first priorities, of course, will be confirming President Trump's nominees. Democrats can certainly make the schedule a little less painful if they afford the
I don't really drink coffee.
supported the cabinet nominees under President Obama.
But Emma, just email me.
Get the job done.
And I'll pass on your message to her.
Nights and weekends, so be it.
Okay, so we get Aisha Osney watching it for us. Good morning to you, Aisha.
Hey, good morning to you, Bill. So we are about to see RFK Jr. walk into Senator Capito's office right behind me. That's his first meeting of a very busy day for him. The third day here.
Miserable. Well, when you deal with ungrateful, no self-responsibility for a mother that likes to blame you and yell at you and degrade you. Yeah, it's miserable. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So, Auditor, I hope you're watching this.
Okay, so Kennedy has also expressed a desire to meet with Democrats, and there are a few that want to meet with him, but incoming GOP leader...
Not your mom, your brother, your sister. I don't have a brother, I don't have a sister.
...from some of Trump's cabinet picks, so we'll look into that. Meanwhile, Labor Secretary nominee Lori Chavez DeRemer makes her Hill debut today, and, you know, the Teamsters president is a big fan of hers, but her sponsorship of the PRO Act, which some Republicans do oppose, that may become a problem for her. So, Bill, at this hour, as we almost get into the holiday season and Congress takes a break, there are zero no votes on the scoreboard. There are very few yes votes for these
I'm not bigger, Jerry.
to confirm them just yet. A lot more senators are basically just
I'm not
saying,
bigger.
I want to wait, get through this process, I want to see the background checks, and I want to get through the hearing. So holding their tongue.
JD, or whatever your name is, you don't live with me 24 hours a day. You don't put up what I have lived through.
I think that the advising consent process is
So shut the hell
It's
up.
not like instant confirmation, just add water. It does take a little bit
I
of
gotta
time.
get ready to
What do
do.
you think about
Another
the
3
process
minutes
so
and I'm
far?
ending this crap.
Well, I think it's been going right.
I'll be back on after, I'll be on this evening, but yeah, another 3 minutes. 3 minutes. Holy crap.
Section 2 does give us the right to advise and consent. It's impressive to see how many senators are taking this to heart. But at the same time, we understand that President Trump has a cabinet that he's wanting to get in place as soon as possible. And there hasn't been a single no that any of his noms say they're not going to vote for. I think they're methodically going through the process. And I can tell you, every one of these individuals that the president has nominated, they're all kind
Well,
of...
JD, come live in my house for 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and put up with that, with what I put up with.
You've seen the way Pete has handled this. You've seen the way Tulsi's handled this, the way Cash has handled this. Lori will be, I think, on her first stop today, and
2 more minutes of this.
I've got to meet with the majority of them so far, and I've enjoyed every one of the conversations. And I look at, they don't shy away from the tough questions. They're prepared when they walk in the door, and I think that's why so many people have after they meet with them come out and say, yeah.
2 more minutes. Thank God. I gotta get ready to go. I gotta catch like the 7:45 bus, and I'll be up there by 9:15.
There's some of his comments could be construed.
No, Jerry, I'm doing fine on my own. I do a lot of walking. I probably walk more than all of you people in this chat combined. No, Fro, I gotta get ready to go.
If he draws that out, it at least leaves the impression.
I hope you win a max. Yeah, maybe someday.
He answered that straight out for me, and I've had the privilege of know Bobby because we campaigned together. We're in the motorcade together. We've already had these tough
I
conversations.
think so. I get off at 3:30, so yeah. For all of you that want to know, I'll probably be on this evening.
And we had a great conversation. I asked him about it. I said, how do you want to explain this?
Have a good day.
My committee, and you're going to be asked this question. He said, first of all, I think there's too many abortions, period. And now I'm a father of 6 with 3 adopted, 3 biological. I like to say 3 that came out from 3